Good evening, my good people. Happy Monday. We're the Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly. Right now, I'm the only one jumping on. I just had to come and talk to you guys. There's so many exciting news things that we wanted to cover today. So we knew we were going to run out of time, so we had to get this started soon. You got Drew. He said, "Well, everybody, what's up? Derpy. Yo, I'm sure you enjoying the Steelers kicking the Giants' butt, which is a no-brainer. I knew that was going to happen anyway. But yeah, no, I just want to come in and talk to you guys and see what everyone thought. We're going to definitely go over Venom 3. I saw it a second time just to make sure. I didn't pay for it twice, but I definitely saw it a second time just to make sure I had all my thoughts kind of gathered for it. And it's not good. It's not great, but we will talk about that as a group. I'm sure we'll talk about what we're getting from Penguin. Just keep on knocking it out of the park. I love what they're doing. I cannot wait to talk about that specifically. Then we'll talk about Knull in the MCU. Is he going to be part of Spider-Man 4, or is he going to be someone who's going to be sticking around a little bit longer throughout the rest of this phase? Possibly all phase 6 that he's sticking around. Is he going to be one of those underbosses that could be there, along with King Thanos underneath Doom? So all those things could be happening. And then I can't wait for the guys to jump in because I really want to talk about the Blade. The news that we got from Blade, because everyone's talking about, hey, Blade is canceled. Blade is been pushed to the side again. We're never going to get Mahershala Ali as Blade. And it looks like they're going to start filming late next year. They're going to start filming that late next year. They're not going to release it until after we have through this whole saga and we get to jump into the mutant saga. Then all of a sudden we might get Blade. So that's huge. So Daniel RPK on Twitter was talking about that. We are not done with Blade. Everyone kept on saying Blade is over, including myself. Blade is not over. They're supposed to be filming next year, 2025, late next year, looking for a late 2027 release date. That's what we might be getting. So just, it's not over for everyone. But that also gives us time to get something Wesley Snipes in too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that might be the route they're going, and then you'll be able to jump right into Blade. Blade would probably kick off the mutant saga, honestly, which will be after we get Avengers 6.
Yeah. Well, I think them postponing it again it sounds bad because they've done it so many times, but them doing it now feels like he's going to be part of a different plan. You know what I mean? I feel like they had a plan and then everything got scrapped and they're going a different route, especially with Doom and with how they're going to, reboot. And I think they're going to do something with Blade with a different plan. From what I heard, it's not even the same script.
No,
like they're going to go harder.
Rewriting. They're rewriting and going darker, and it's going to be one of the lowest budgeted MCU movies that you've ever had. But it's going real hard.
They said rated R. They said
very
it's gonna be rated R. I saw the tweet. Bloody. I saw the tweet you said.
Yeah. Very bloody, very different. Everything is going to be totally different. I thought that was pretty awesome. But when we look at the budgets that we've had in these last MCU movies, we got 250 for Deadpool and Wolverine. We talked about Captain America: Brave New World is approaching $350 to $400 million already.
Mm-hmm.
So a lower budget doesn't really mean that it's going to be low budget, but if it's horror, real horror, you don't need a high budget, right?
What was the Blade budget back in the day?
That's a good question.
45 million for the first one, 55 for the second one, 65 for the third one.
You don't need a lot of special effects.
Not really.
It's going to be grounded. It could be doing the whole idea that we've been talking about, Midnight Suns, all that. It could be Werewolf by Night, all those dark things that we've been getting, must be appropriate audiences on comic books.
Mhm.
That might be the way they're going. Really, 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 really dark. So I'm excited by that. I'm happy that they're doing it before the Secret Wars saga, because now, I mean, after the Secret Wars saga, because you can still have Blade with Wesley Snipes, what they have a Deadpool. You can do
Mhm.
all those things and then change everything because they're
Yeah.
going to do this reboot. And
Yeah.
Franklin Richards is going to put the world back together so things could be different.
Yeah. So, because not too long ago they announced the schedule for everything, right?
Yep.
And there's a few untitled Marvel projects on the horizon. So this was
Right?
originally what it
Or three?
was a few weeks ago. Was Captain America's coming out, Thunderbolts we know is coming out 2025, Fantastic Four all 2025. Blade was supposed to be 2025.
But
And
November.
then obviously that got canceled. But then we have an untitled Marvel in 2026, right? And then we have a Doomsday in 2026, another untitled in November of 2026, then Secret Wars in 2027, and then another two untitles in 2027 in July and November. I
So the
wouldn't be
July and November
surprised.
will be the was a saga 7, like the end of the sixth saga. This would be like a different new
Yeah,
saga type of thing.
yeah. It could be like, kind of like finishing up and then kind of starting what's going on. Supposedly this is this was before the news that we're getting what we're getting Spider-Man in the summer of 2026.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that November of 2026 is probably going to be pushed up a little bit and still going to be, I'm assuming that's going to be the Spider-Man.
It could, but also what could we be getting Doctor Strange?
We could.
Because Doctor Strange, you still don't have a real
It's-
leader of all this stuff. Doctor Strange could be
uh-huh.
this multiversal kind of guy that could bring things together. That's a possibility. I could see Doctor Strange getting that 2026,
I can
late
see that.
so late
And
2025.
right before Secret Wars, like that movie in between Secret Wars that's going to
Set up,
start it off,
know
set it
what
up.
it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like kind of what Captain Marvel did for the first one and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
can see I can see
Yeah,
that.
I think that makes sense. I think that Doctor Strange is going to be the guy.
Yeah.
As much as Captain Marvel is more powerful and all the stuff, I just don't know if they like Captain Marvel enough to trust her to do it.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man still doesn't have enough power to go against Doom for what we're going to get as Doom.
Yeah.
If his underlings are Knull and King Thanos, Doom has to be epic.
Oh yeah.
A God
Oh, yeah.
Doom.
Oh, yeah.
Beyonder God Doom. Like he has to be it.
So they're saying, so I'm looking at one, this is Business Insiders from I think 3 days ago.
Mhm.
Like I said, yeah. So 2025 we get, Captain America, May Thunderbolts, July Fantastic Four, and then May 1st in 2026, Avengers Doomsday, and then July 2026, Spider-Man 4, and then May 7, 2027, Secret Wars. And then they're saying they think the Blade is gonna be that
The July or November release.
But here they have more. They have
Because there's other movies
two.
that could come out. Thor,
Yeah,
Thor
yeah.
could come out. There could be another
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another Thor. But here they have more untitled. So here they have 2 in 2026, 2 in
Mhm.
2027, and 3 in 2028.
Yeah, so that.
Untitled.
But
projects.
once we get to open the can with X-Men is going to blow the lid off of this stuff. So that's going to be coming. And then
Yeah, a lot of
also,
2028. That's all be X-Men.
if Fantastic Four does well in 2025, you're going to get 2027, 2028. You're going to get another Fantastic Four.
I think so.
All right, we got everybody in the
it's-
building.
Also, Shang-Chi. I want to see a Shang-Chi sequel so bad, man.
I don't know how it fits in.
That's gonna be the problem.
It doesn't fit in right now. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
And what they were going to do at the end of which movie was that they were going to do that the Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, all that was adamantium.
Mm.
They were gonna do it at the end of Deadpool Wolverine. That was gonna be their connection, and then you could have brought it in.
Yeah.
So, but now that they didn't do that. They didn't do that deleted scene. There's no place for Shang-Chi.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard because it was a good movie, and you could do stuff with that character. I think you just got to find a good spot for him. You know, maybe he shows up in somebody else's movie first. You know,
I think he just has to be with to get grounded again.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind him. Him and Iron Fist could be a cool team up. Him and Spider-Man could be a cool team up. Like he teaches Spider-Man Spider-Fu. You know, that'd be super cool.
But there's other things that are happening. So like, Kristen Ritter decided to come back. She's coming back for to be in, was it I think it's Daredevil second season. She's going to reprise her role.
Mm-hmm.
So that's happening. So like, we're waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear. We'll get Power Man or whatever.
Oh yeah,
come in too, because that just makes sense. They're married. This is the continuation of their story.
Yeah.
So I think that could happen. Yeah, Travis in here saying, "How's it going, Brian? Hope I'm not about to be the only one in here who liked Venom 3." I promise you, this man. I watched the movie. I told y'all before Thursday. There's no way he's gonna like this movie. None. None. I knew it. I told him. He probably don't get excited. I want you to get. I wanted to make you feel like it's just this much would be good enough to make you be happy with the movie, and it still wasn't enough. Still wasn't.
Yeah. Here, a little spoiler. About halfway through the movie, my girlfriend started playing Pokemon Go because she was over it. She was catching Pokemon on her phone rather than
it wasn't that bad.
It was that.
It wasn't that bad. No, it was that. It wasn't that. That wasn't Pokemon Go bad. Where's Brandman? Late as usual. Surprisingly, when I'm in the back, he's usually there. So he said he was trying to wake up. Lowest budget Marvel terms means $8 trillion opposed to 10.
Exactly. Yeah, when Captain America is 350? Like 150. Oh,
like only 150? Are you crazy? This is terrible.
Yeah. Double the budget from the original Blade.
So Mama Bear says, "Hello, boys." Once again, once I saw you in there, we could start the conversation. That's when the conversation kind of started. So thank you for being here, Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Cat 4 don't need to be that much. They said in Falcon Up. Agreed. I think Profess has some stuff on Twitter that really spoke to that. That they've been setting them up. They're not trying to really put out there something for him. And it's funny. I think I have the original Captain America. Where is it? Yeah, the introduction.
Oh, nice.
The new Captain America and Bucky. So I know what I'm talking about when I say he wasn't Captain America long. He just was not.
Yeah.
So like the idea that he's going to carry this franchise just was ludicrous in the beginning. So I was like, I know I read this book and I found it and I looked at it. I was like, yeah, there's no way.
Sorry for you hear my cat out of you. He's going crazy
fine.
down here.
Daphne's fine.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Huh. Okay. Yo, what's the next?
Yeah, that's a spammy one.
Okay. If only Black Panther was there, he could lead. Well, that we all know that was the plan. I mean, if you ever read Secret Wars, T'Challa is the man. He's the reason why you have Secret Wars. Like doing it without him is almost a travesty. It doesn't make sense. Secret Wars is like built around him and Storm. It doesn't make the wedding of the century, all that stuff. It makes no sense at all. But I'm not going to go on my rant. Don't get on my soapbox. We all know how I feel.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they can situate that all up.
Only when we reboot. But Destin Daniel Creighton directed Spider-Man 4. I could see Captain Marvel Spider-Man teaming up, dealing with her guilt over Tony's death because of her failure to remove the gauntlet. Okay. Because, there's no reason why she wasn't able to do the snap. She's the only person that will probably did the snap and be like, oh, well, let's go. Just keep on walking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I said, don't get them started. Exactly. Exactly. So don't remind me of Spider-Man: The Dragon's Challenge. That's a real movie. Say, hey, what's up, gang? Saw Venom and enjoyed it. Matt Film enjoyed it. So I'm telling you, people are not going to all just hate on it. Not everybody. I don't think it's a good film. I think it's better than what's that it's better than all the other terrible movies without Spider-Man. Better than Madam Web.
Better than Madam Web.
It's better than Carnage. But it's not as good as the first one. But there's the 30 minutes of action at the end is good.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Not bad.
No, it's good. It was good action, and I just wish they would have went with that a little bit longer. They could have started with that at the beginning, getting all.
I mean, because I have problems with the action part was good. Who was involved in the action was my issue.
Can't hate on everything, Tank.
You have a Venom movie.
This is just like
Venom.
Again,
what are we talking about?
Once again, it's just like Transformers or Venom or something that he likes. He becomes me.
We have to stop accepting trash and be like, it was good. Like, no, it was trash, and we're gonna keep getting trash. And now we're all like, well, Craven's supposed to be good. Sony says Craven's gonna be amazing. I was like, why? Why would I believe it? It's gonna be trash like everything else. So, like, I think this is the best out of all the trash. It's not at the bottom, that's for sure. It's not Madam Web. It's better than Morbius. I would give it that. Although they both have stupid dance scenes in it for no reason.
Well, I mean, we already knew about the dance scene, so don't.
Why are you gonna
from something we already knew about? We already knew it was there. Nothing we can do about that. It is what it is.
But people are enjoying it, man. A lot of people in our Discord, MovieTuber, they are really liking it. So
really, I see a lot of people hate specifically.
CC likes it. Dave Show. I don't want to ruin his rating, but he was very positive. Go check out Dave Show if you want some positive discussions with it. But yeah.
So yeah, makes two of us. I'm in the middle. The first Venom was mind-numbingly boring to me. Let There Be Carnage was just annoying, but this one worked best out of three. I think. I can see. I understand. I think the first one was fine. I thought the second one was trash, trash, and I thought the third one had its moments. As I said, in the first hour, I probably enjoyed 15 minutes of it. In the second hour, I probably enjoyed half an hour of it. That's 45 minutes. I see a lot of movies where I hate the whole thing. Just honestly, I'll be like, well, why did you make this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Joker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never thought I'd hear a Maroon 5 at the end of a Venom movie.
Yeah. Exactly.
Speaking of Transformers, the symbiotes are starting to become like the Transformers in the late Babe films.
Yeah.
Don't get Tank started, guys. You just don't know. I see the rage bubbling up.
Oh man. I remember like we walked out of I don't know, like we'll get into our review, but we walked out of the theater. There was a handful of people clapping, and then there was the other handful of us like walking out like, what the fuck? Like, yeah.
Oh man, that's so
why we were walking out. We're like, there's people clapping for this thing. I didn't even stay for the second post-credit scene.
There was no need. Yeah, I sent it to you.
That's what I heard, and I'm like, I don't like. I heard that from everybody. It's like it's a funny, goofy, gaffy thing. I don't even know what it is. I really didn't.
I don't think it's a funny, goofy thing. I think we're really not gonna get Tom Hardy in Secret Wars.
I have no idea what that second post-credit scene was.
I will talk about it later.
Okay.
I do believe that we're not gonna get Tom Hardy, but we will get Venom. And we will get an Eddie Brock. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Venom Last Dance global box office run prediction $400 to $500 million, which kind of makes sense because it's at what, 175 million right now.
That's something like that, but it's all international. It's all international.
I mean, it's 51 million.
I mean, like
51 million.
Yeah, 51 domestic. and I think it's going to take a big dip in that second weekend.
You would think so, but it's not a lot of great things coming out. And there's people that want to see movies. So I don't know. I think it might end up doing okay. So $51 million domestically, 124 internationally. It's probably going to do something around $450-500 million. I remind you guys, Kung Fu Panda 4 did $549 million.
Damn.
Do you know Beetlejuice is actually number 7?
Oh, no shit. How much?
$441 million. Almost
Okay.
$442 million. And then
Not too
Bad Boys Ride or Die is number 8.
Really? It's better or got more money than
The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, better than Twisters, better than Alien Romulus, better than Quiet Place, and unfortunately The Wild Robot, which I don't understand how it only made $233 million.
It's just,
and I ordered it already.
I know. It's the marketing, man. The marketing didn't really help. We'll see that second one though. When they do that second Wild Robot, I think it's gonna. I mean, it's not gonna make $1 billion. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's gonna make a decent amount. It's gonna make a lot more. I think more than what the first one did for sure.
Interesting. Let's see. Let's see. All
Yeah.
right. Someone legit thought Knull was taking a dump during the end battle.
Well, he definitely was in that position most of the movie.
Your camera is your microphone right now.
Yeah, I think you need to change your mic settings.
Oh shit!
You sound echoey.
Hang on.
You sound like you're in tomorrow trying to talk today. Marvel Studios have nothing left to prove to nobody, to all. At all. People are rooting for DC Studios to win because James Gunn is CEO. I think people like DC. I think DC in itself, people follow and enjoy DC. They have better characters. They really do. I'm more of a Marvel fan, honestly. So, this is what it is. But I love Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know DC has a Supernatural comic book?
Really?
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that.
It's interesting.
Let's see if
I would have assumed it would have been like Dark Horse or like a smaller budget one.
You would think so, right?
Huh.
Yeah.
No Supernatural. Here it is, number 1.
I don't know if that's any different, by the way.
No, that's better.
Okay.
Better. Yeah.
Supernatural number 1, DC Comics. I don't know if you guys know this, but I go around town, just going to different comic book stores, trying to find stuff.
I'm progressively entering that habit.
When you travel, you see different things. It's cool to just drop in. Like when I go to Florida, that's what I do. If I go to Vegas, I'll go see if I find a new Funko Pop. There's a huge Funko Pop store right off the strip. People like go gambling, and I go get another suitcase full of Funko Pops. But it's just cool to go different places to see, like in Canada, see what type of things they have, especially on their the independents. Very cool. Mm-hmm. They have more independents there than we do. So did y'all see Bad Boys 5 happening? I hope so. I enjoy those films.
I thought they already announced one.
They already announced. I'm pretty sure they're going to make another movie.
So, I heard, but I wasn't sure.
Do you think Angelina Jolie is going to win the Oscar for the Netflix Maria? I've been hearing unbelievable things, but it's just hard for me to believe that Angelina Jolie is going to jump right in. And there's been a lot of wonderful actresses this year in movies. I don't know if she is, but possibly.
It depends to how much Netflix wants to push it, because Netflix is really against like a lot of the traditional Hollywood standards. Like they'll push a movie or an actor or actress like every so often for an Oscar so they can have that credited acclaim kind of to their name, but a lot of times they don't really push a lot of their stuff, because you have to make a marketing campaign for it to the Academy. And sometimes Netflix doesn't really care. I mean, look what happened with Margot Robbie. Like Netflix offered them Margot Robbie for whatever film or studio, whatever, I forgot whatever she's doing. They offered her a lot of money, and then then Warner Brothers offered her about 70 million less. She went with Warner Brothers because Netflix said whatever she makes, it's not going to have a theater release. And Warner Brothers like, yeah, it's gonna have a theater release. You're Margot Robbie, of course. We're gonna put you in the theater. And she took less money to make sure, she went with Warner Brothers. So, let more and more people are not happy with Netflix stuff. So
which is weird.
Not us fans, more the creators. On the creator part. What's her name? Who did Barbie? The director. Again,
Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, Gerwig. She's doing Lion Witch in the Wardrobe for Netflix.
Oh,
yeah, which sounds interesting because it sounds really, really interesting. But now she's
Narnia C.S. Lewis. That's like my first book I ever read. Like I love it.
And but now she's kind of it came out that she is regretting it because she really wants it to be in theaters and it's not. So
why would you not?
Mm-hmm. It's Netflix. Netflix don't care. Netflix doesn't give a shit about theaters. Like supposedly they only did Glass Onion in limited release because of Daniel Craig, and was like cool here with this, but it did such a great number for the few hundred theaters it was released in. Mm-hmm. Like it made a decent amount of money, So, but Netflix doesn't like playing with traditional Hollywood, so she might be good, but. Netflix might not care.
Mama Bear said the eye candy has appeared. And Kal-El said, hold on. Mama Bear loves brand like Homer loves donuts.
I don't know why I just picture like Homer in hell with the donuts. More. That's Mama Bear.
Said Bad Boys is running out of punts for their sequels. Bad Boys 5, woo high 5. Yeah, is all they have left. Says, I love Brandon's mug. I want one.
Wait, what mug you got?
This is courtesy of Target. My Halloween trick-or-treat one.
Nice.
Actually, so this is a Scooby-Doo sweatshirt, and this is my Scooby-Doo cup.
Oh, that's awesome.
Courtesy of my wife.
Where'd you get that?
Nice.
So this one, I know she got from Meyer. I was like, oh man, that's cool. And then she got me a sweatshirt to match my mug. I was like, oh man, I'm wearing it. Let's go.
Nice.
So WB is about the theater release physical media. It matters to people. It does. If I can only show you how much crap I have over here, just a physical media, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Sony's really hopping on that physical media train now too. They actually bought they have the rights to Disney, because Disney's like, I don't want to bother with physical media, so Sony's like, we'll do it for you, and like, gotcha, and they're doing a higher graded 4K. So if you get 4K from now on, like Deadpool and Alien are going to be the first two that do it, you're gonna have a higher 4K whatever bullshit that only Sony does. So.
I guess I really don't care. Bad Boys 7, no Diddy. Wow. Bad Boys Forever or Forever and Ever.
I was thinking something with 5, like High Five.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Bad Boys, We Family tagline. Fast and Furious.
Find a way to make Chris Rock the bad guy in that one.
Bad Boys to Men, Forever Fantastic.
You put everything together there.
That's good. Oh, I love it. I think that's good, man. So yeah, having them Disney right now, charge $1,000 for Deadpool steelbooks. It's funny because I have 3 of them.
Yeah, that's crazy. But they did a really good job with that, man, because they have the 2 steel books and the non-steel book one.
It's
like,
cool.
Open up, has like all the Deadpools that like pop out and shit. Like they did really well with their their physical release. Like they give you a
Mhm.
lot of options, a lot of cool shit too.
I love it. So
Yeah, but $50 is a little high.
I bought 3. No. Agatha all along getting better with each episode. Katherine Hahn will get an Emmy nomination. Well, Katherine Hahn wasn't even in this last one.
Oh, she
Not
wasn't.
really. There's a whole episode without her really be in it.
No,
I actually wish we could have like a countdown for when we're gonna have the last episode, these last 2 episodes. I think that's the most important thing that's gonna happen this week, honestly. I'm very excited to see how if they can stick this landing. I was thinking about it last night. I could put it all the way up to 4. I could put it all the way up to 4. Like this could be the 4th best Disney Plus show.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else.
As
I
long
know
as you
we
say
went over
Loki
it,
1
but-
and 2 is the same.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a series, so I count
just
both.
One Loki.
Yeah, Loki. Yeah, like WandaVision and Vision Quest, I would count as 2, even though but then because they're gonna be 2 separate. Because then otherwise, like, is this a sequel to WandaVision 2? So nah.
Rad
So,
on
you think-
Steel. I'm
What's
getting
that?
ahead of myself.
Well, a little laggy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I kind of noticed that lag too.
Oh, okay.
No, I was getting ahead of myself with the comments.
So Bad Boys Cops in Beverly Hills, Eddie Murphy crossover.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Bad Boys getting too old for this ish. Do a Bad Boys Lethal Weapon crossover with skeletons.
I like the Bad Boys and Beverly Hills Cop crossover. I think that'd be cool.
That I feel like that's the only way at this point.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
I think Eddie Murphy's too big.
Oh yeah.
Travis says, I saw the movie Rad on Steelbook at Walmart. Someone decided to take that piece of crap and protect it with a steel. Steel.
That's what I was saying. Like Rad at this point.
Oh, man.
Like Rat. Mhm.
Oh, Mama Big Ivy. So, oh, he does read the comments. Hey, cutie. He said, bruh, you bought 5 gargoyles for $80. You different breed. That's true. That is 100% true. You're not lying, man.
I think Disney Plus has a featurette on gargoyles right now.
I will watch it immediately. Not only did I do that, Kal-El, I have all the little figures too. All of them.
I know that I want those so bad.
Really, like, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 of them I have. My bear says he blushes so nicely. Oh, look at him blush some more. Oh, look at him. Travis said, good movies should get steelbooks. Movies like Rad should have paper wrap, Pop-Tart wrapper. I agree. You know what I just got today? For some reason it just came in. I don't know. I ordered this like a long time ago. But yes, let me see if I could grab it real quick. Show you guys what came in the steelbook. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Let me see. I thought I read that Disney Plus is doing like a featurette or something like that for gargoyles. Because it's been like 30 years or something like that. Which is crazy. It's just like, damn, I feel old now. Yeah, I can't find it. I know I swear I saw something about it earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind them. Can they bring that back just for like one season?
Bring back what?
Gargoyles.
I would love it.
That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, here it is.
I'd
So
be-
Gargoyles Behind the Stone, Gargoyles 30th anniversary.
30 already? Good Lord, I'm old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 30th anniversary.
It's
Yeah.
for you, Brand Man. It's my Black Adam Steel book.
Like, made a steel book.
Should be aluminum foil. But I also got my Rocco's Modern Life complete series. Thank you guys for suggesting that. That was awesome.
I gotta get that.
And then I got my Dexter Laboratory. I got
complete
my
series too.
Yeah, the complete series. I got a couple of other things over there. It was real cool. And I finally got my Interview with the Vampire season 2.
Second season.
Oh, very cool.
So it was a good day. I was like, oh man, look at all this stuff.
Yeah. So this came out the other day because it was 30 years ago on October 24th in 1994 was Gargoyles premiere day.
If I knew that, I would have dressed as a gargoyle. I would have dressed up as Goliath. If I knew that.
Yeah. It was said praise for complex characters, plot becoming most influential cartoon in the 90s, path led to cartoons in the 2000s, blah, 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 blah. Says currently a series, the series has a series of comics by Dynamite Comics, which is pretty good. I'm kind of behind, but I was really liking it. They had like two series. One was a continuation of the show, and one was like a 3.
Yeah,
Damn, I'm way off. But it also says, and a live action reboot in development at Atomic Monster and Blumhouse Television for Disney Plus.
I have a hard time believing that's going to be good.
What's that?
A live action Gargoyles?
At least if Atomic Monster and Blumhouse are doing it,
That's kind of interesting.
that sounds good. I just
don't know how they're going to play it off unless you're going to do it more. I don't want CGI Goliath.
It would have to be though.
I don't want. I would rather it be like something that's like more practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
A suit. Give me Penguins type of stuff that you did a lot of makeup and something. I just don't want to see that. I don't think that'd be great.
That'd be interesting. Oh, here it says Gargoyles Winter Special by Dynamite Comics slated for December 4th. A Little Golden Book slated for May 2025, which I'm for sure getting because I love getting my son that. He has like a stack of the Little Golden Books. But here you go, Brian. It goes a collection of figures by Funko slated for 2025.
Well, they'll probably just send it to me, honestly.
Right.
At this point, they just send me a bill. They're like, "Hey, Brian, here's the new stuff. Here's the bill." That's what they did with so the Invincible ones. They just send it to me, and then they're like, "Here you go,
bill you." Or is it the COD?
Yep, it's like cash on delivery. We know you. We trust you. We trust you. The Cleve's in the building. That's why we did watch Gargoyle watch-alongs. Yeah, we did all the Gargoyle watch-alongs. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
So her and Retro
Nerd Girl. Yeah.
Oh, that had to have been fun.
Yeah, I came in a few of them.
I was watching it. Y'all bringing up those classic animated shows. So Goliath only wears a loincloth. Never mind. Yeah, my wife be cool with it. A Gargoyles live action film in the style of a 90s Ninja Turtles, Dark City, The Crow, and so on. But that's exactly, you have to have practical effects. I need to have a suit. You couldn't just CGI Goliath.
You can maybe do a combination. Go ahead.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Tank. You could do like a combination of them, maybe like practical costumes and kind of use like maybe like face replacement technology like they did with Where the Wild Things Are back in 2009. There's a lot of wiggle room for improvement with that at this point. I'd be good with maybe that. But I don't know if you guys remember, but they were trying to make a Gargoyles movie back as far back as like 1999.
Yeah,
Disney was trying to get off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember the script leaked online. I was never able to get access to it, but apparently it was only going to be one gargoyle waking up in New York, which was probably going to be Goliath.
Yeah,
but
I assume.
you'd have to have the right people involved and the right approach involved, like Brian said.
Mhm.
I'd hopefully I'd want to see them go the route of practical suits too, because I don't want to see CG motion capture just take over everything when we're
But you
talking
use
about
CG for like
characters.
them to break from their stone to break into their stuff when you become a gargoyle. You could do that, and then
Mhm.
practical when you're moving around and actually doing stuff.
Yeah. The CG motion capture doesn't necessarily always work for me. Case in point, the Bay produced. I don't really feel comfortable calling them TMNT, but but whatever those things were,
The green monsters.
mm,
Wow.
I'd hope it
Understood.
wouldn't be that route.
Bear says script leak. Give me a few.
Oh, really? Oh, that was the one.
She's like, give me a second. So she's gonna figure out.
That,
So Jeepers Creepers
Wrangler.
proves you could do a flying creature with practical effects minus the actual flying scenes.
Yeah,
That's true, right?
Mhm.
He wants gargoyles made like TMNT 90s. I wanted to be like,
I'll take that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 90s. That was cool.
I would say like you can do that and then find a way to like maybe do CGI wings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like motion track like their back, so you have like the wings kind of there. That'd be the only thing. I mean, even a lot of them when they walk around, they tend to like wear like a fucking cape anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can just be like Doctor Strange's cape, like that.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Mhm.
Say if they want to make a snowman puppet that looks like Michael Keaton, and give him snowball boobies, they can do it for gargoyles.
What's that? What's that movie? That was a good movie. That was a weird movie.
One of them gargoyles will turn
Jack
out
Frost.
like Transformers. Jack Frost. Yeah.
There you go. No, the gargoyles will turn out like Transformers. Keep Michael Bay away from it. Well, it's he said what the thing say? The scene Atomic Monsters and Blumhouse. So Atomic Monster is James Wan's studio, and Blumhouse, they do pretty good stuff.
They've been doing real good stuff the last couple of ones.
Yeah.
Those terror dogs in the original Ghostbusters are close to what gargoyles could be like live action.
That'd be cool.
So I'll take TMNT 3 over those other ones that someone I said was tripping. Really? The Bay ones? So the TMNT 3 is when they went back in time in the 15th century China.
Yeah. Or Japan or something like that.
Japan. What's China? Japan? I can't remember anymore. But I enjoyed it. I still enjoy those. So.
As a kid, I mean, that one was definitely made for kids. 100%. The first one not as much, but it got more kid friendly. As time went on, because I think Brandon Davis put something in our Facebook group. He goes, in Secret of the Ooze, they never use their weapons once. I was like, yeah, because the other big thing about violence. So like they couldn't use their weapons on humans. And you still got a lot of those rules today. Blake can kill a bunch of vampires and PG-13. The second he kills a human, boom, hit him with that rated R.
Mom Bear says, got it.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, send it to me. I want to read it at some point this week.
So CGI, the wings, like a cape of Man of Steel. I like it.
I like that.
It'll be more like Predator dogs in Predator. Just kidding. Say, don't ruin it. He said, Kylo, don't ruin it. All right. Well, we got through all the comments. Let's see what else we got.
Oh, man.
You want to do this gargoyles thing now?
Oh, I just sent it. I don't know if you want to watch it. I haven't even seen it, so I don't know what it is. But we can watch it. Yeah, let's see what.
I'm checking it out right now. Hold on, see what we got first. It's only a minute 45 seconds. Why not?
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, this is just the trailer for the feature, that the whatever stone it was called. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it because it shows some of the original stuff.
Well, behind the stone.
Do you just want to watch it, or do you want to do a whole thing on it?
We'll do a thing on it real quick. Oh, here. So before we get into that, since we got some people in chat, they have goals and things we could do for fun for super chat. So just shits and giggles, I put like, we're one super chat, we'll do a timer, and there's like, what's the thing we can celebrate a super chat with? And here it's like, oh, ask a personal question or this or that or something like that. I don't know what something is like funny or cute we can do for a super chat.
But we will like answer any question anyone asks anyway.
Yeah, I know, right?
Even though I would love to do a show one day where we do like a dare, truth or dare for all three of us. Do it for like 10 minutes. I'll do all truth, so that'll be a problem. Because I really don't care. Open book,
yeah, whatever. Wow,
I'm an open book. You just ask me, I'm like, yeah, sorry, that's the answer.
That's easy then, man.
Yeah, that's the problem. I have no issues. Like, what's your account number? 1.
All right, I'm trying to keep up with Twitch a little bit more now. We do get some stuff. Man, there's a bunch of old shit on Twitch. I really need to pay attention to Twitch more. Holy shit. It still has the "do we just become best friends" stuff on there.
After the truth. Hashtag BCast Brian.
Oh man. All right. Let's check this out. Put us in the right spot. Cool. Yeah, let's check this one out. Oh, I do want to watch that Love Hurts trailer because we watched it. They showed before Venom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I want to react to that one.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, let's check this out. All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to check out something that we all loved as kids, and it's been 30 years since it was released, and Disney Plus is doing a behind the scenes for Gargoyles 30-year anniversary. So yeah, let's check out this Gargoyles Behind the Stone little video, and then reminisce.
I'm Jonathan Frakes, one of the actors helping to bring the new animated series Gargoyles to life. I play David Xanatos, the rich and powerful businessman who seeks to exploit the might of the Gargoyles for his own purposes.
Trust me, we will never trust humans again. My name is Keith David, and I play Goliath.
Oh my God,
you're awake.
I love it.
You're alive. We're together again. Here we are in the 21st century. Let's get us. Huh?
I'm Marina Sirtis, and I play Demona. Demona is the bad gargoyle. She's the one that is totally opposite to all the other gargoyles. Demona is the evil one.
I'm Sally Richardson, and I play Elisa.
This is Elisa Maza.
Second
I like Elisa even more now. Let's go.
Goliath and I sort of have a special relationship.
I don't ever think I
It's special, all right.
To bring these mythical creatures to life, one of the most impressive production teams ever assembled for an animated series is hard at work. Master animators and storytellers stretch the limits of their imaginations with dramatic visuals and suspenseful adventures.
Get her!
The style of animation is really bold, strong, a lot of action. They are the creatures of honor in a world of crime.
In the night, they're up there. It's intense from beginning to end.
They are the new defenders of the night. Gargoyles.
I love that.
I love
Holy
90s trailers.
Right.
Oh my god.
But by the way, if a live action movie or if they're trying something for Disney Plus ever does happen, just go ahead and bring back Keith David to voice
Yes.
Goliath. Someone can do someone can play someone can
Just
can
Darth
act out
Vader.
the practical suit.
Yeah, Darth Vader. It.
Yeah, just Darth Vader it. He's just as synonymous with Goliath as say Peter Cullen is with Optimus Prime. So they definitely gotta work that in.
I don't even know if I can enjoy it. If Keith David doesn't do the voice of Goliath, I'll be like, this ain't real.
Yeah.
They just walk
Yeah.
away. It's just like,
Not sure who could play Xanatos though.
man.
I think you can find somebody kind of cool.
You can find someone cool.
I think you can find yeah.
Just have someone.
No, I was like, no one's popping into my head right now.
Yeah, no,
but
that's
either.
off my head. Mhm. But
I said Gargoyles in X-Men 97 style.
I'd be down with it.
I mean, it was already doing that, wasn't it? Though it was already doing X-Men 97 before, because it was such a different show. It was way ahead of its time, with like cartoons aren't just for kids kind of thing, So
Those storylines were intense. You talking about Lisa, man?
Yeah, it was like one of the early ones. Aside from like Batman the Animated Series that had like overarching and ongoing storylines that were a little more mature than what we were used to as kids.
So we're me and Goliath are special friends. Oh yeah,
yeah, man.
Oh, that just reminded me so much of everything. I would stay late at night on Saturday nights and see the rerun because if you probably had basketball practice, I still love it. Gargoyles is so awesome. Oh god,
yeah. Also, like being a big Star Trek fan, like there was so many Star Trek people. Like we already saw Jonathan. Was it Frakes?
Jonathan Frakes. Yeah.
Being Xanatos, but Damona, she was in what's her name, Marina
Sirtis.
Yeah, she was in Star Trek. There was a lot of Star Trek people in the show voicing characters.
They had great voices too.
Yeah, they really did.
I got all the Funko Pops of everyone from Star Trek: The Next Generation. All of them. I love them.
Nice. But yeah, definitely a classic show. 30 years, man. 30 years. Holy crap. Yeah. So if you want to go watch Mama Bear, who's one of our admins and a channel member, her and Retro Nerd Girl, they've watched like all of them, all the episodes, break them down. So go check out Retro Nerd Girl's channel and go check out all those videos. I'm hoping we get that live action. I think that'd be a lot of fun. For us old fans to get something a little bit new. So, but yeah.
I don't even know if I need it new. You can just remaster the old Gargoyles, and I'll watch it again.
Honestly, yeah. Just give me 4K. Fix it, touch it up a little bit. Heck yeah. Damn.
That was awesome. I wish I could watch more Gargoyles. I would just sit here with you guys and watch Gargoyles all day.
Yeah,
I'd do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'll put a link to Retro Nerd Girls. If she has a playlist, if not, I'll put like one or two of the videos down below. But yeah. We're all kids of the 90s, so this was like the show that just was ahead of its time, and it was done so well, and it was dark, we all appreciate it.
And it was
dark.
They were complex characters, and they had to deal with other things still, and also going back to being stoned during the daytime and being vulnerable. That was so cool. Things you don't think about. Just they had so many complex storylines.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I was like, we can go on forever. I'm like, then you get into the daughter, then you get the Macbeth stuff, and then you get like her transforming. I was like, it's so much, man. It's so good. It's so good. I might have just rewatched it. Rewatched the 3 seasons.
And if you don't want to do it, you can
yep.
do it. You can do it what you said with Mama Bear. The link's in the
Yep.
description. I mean, in the description, it's also gonna be link is on our live show. Check that out. Her and Retro No Girl had a lot of fun stuff. And this is actually the script, I think she said. The movie live action 90s script. She just dropped.
She dropped in there.
So
There you
that's
go.
very cool. Everyone can check it out. Man, I'm excited. I'm about to check that out right now.
Oh yeah.
For sure. But yeah, if you for fans of Gargoyles, hit a like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let us know your favorite parts of the show if you remember watching as a kid. And if you didn't, then let us know if you're gonna start watching it. It's out on Disney Plus right now, so you can go check it out. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us while we talk Gargoyles. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic. See.
Yeah, there's the watch along. There's the watch
There goes the watch along. She made a playlist. Yeah, so I'll make a note of that.
Did we ever get to thank Travis?
No.
Because I was like,
Yeah, we were you got us talking what old stuff. Yeah, so Travis, we hit that because I put a goal for one super chat. It's something new, and Travis, got us to our goal of the one super chat. So $4.99. Appreciate it, Travis, man. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see what video we got. We got the one, man. I always like.
Shit. Got your ass.
I was gonna do something where I was like,
I need to make some new ones.
Holy shit, that is crazy good.
That was gonna be
bonkers.
I do like that one. I do like that one. He did that pretty good.
I just love how it kind of pulls in on your face the entire thing.
Yeah. Oh man. There is one that now that Brandman has control. Now he's logged into the full account.
Mm-hmm.
When we start like arguing about stupid shit, like Brandon just needs to come in with this.
Whopper, Junior.
Just like stop, shut up. You've been talking about blah 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 for an hour. Move on.
I mean, we'll do that anyway. Come on.
I know. Oh man, but yeah, Travis, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Travis.
Off the chain.
And thanks for that link, Mama Bear. I actually just pulled it up.
Yeah. David Schwimmer was playing Venom on Goosebumps.
That's what it looks like. What he looked like.
It does look like it.
My favorite line is when he's talking about, "Hey, you guys can go anywhere, do whatever you want, except stay out of the basement."
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of the basement is one of my favorite ones. So,
yeah, that trailer I saw. The stay out of the basement. Obviously, who didn't? I think I saw Monster Blood in there. I'm trying to remember what else, but I think those were like the two standouts.
Yeah, I think they said there's like 3 or 4 different major stories that they're gonna tie in, but the main one's gonna be don't go in the basement.
Stay out of the basement. Yeah.
It was because I put it on the thumbnail. So,
oh, did you? Okay,
yeah. So all the ones, those Goosebump ones, I should put it on the thumbnail of what it is.
Nice.
So. Yeah, why not?
My Mama Bear, Heart Keith David.
Oh, 100%.
He might have been the one thing. So in Community, a lot of the guys were leaving. I was Childish Gambino. Donald Glover left.
Donald Glover.
A few other guys left, and they were trying to figure out what they were doing. Keith David came in, and I really liked him. Like he was like pretty funny. He had some good arcs in the story that kind of like tied it back to the group. But that was right at the end of the show. I think that was the last season. I think he came in.
It was the one that no one likes. Yeah.
The last season was good. The 2 before, when Dan Harmon left, they kind of went down. But season 6 was not bad. Tried to tie it up, but it was too late at that point. The joint is like one of those Pizza Hut VHS tapes they forget to give us. They forgot to give us.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. I was looking at it too.
Yeah. You would get the X-Men comic, and then I don't know if you guys had the X-Men VHS special Pizza Hut thing they would give out.
100%.
Oh man, that's gotta be worth some damn money now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Comic that those they gave out.
I don't know if it is.
I'll have to look it up.
Gotta say, what's up, Anzo?
Anzo.
Shout out to Anzo. Say we're going to do our From video tomorrow. Talking about the last episode. We're going to start at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, because I never have time to do the Bear show, and I have to really get on. I have some special stuff for this next Bear show. Like, I'm bringing out the whiteboard. I am breaking down the last 2 plays. I am breaking down the O-line play. I am going through, and then I'm going to show you guys people getting bent over backwards, crazy, like trying to play linemen, going backward. Like, I'm going to go ham tomorrow. So just letting you know, I needed to have the time. So Anzo's going to go ahead and start at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, talking about From. We have a lot of good time there. We got about 30 to almost 35 people usually on the live stream. So please join us on that. I'll see if we can try to simulcast or something. I could push it on all of our stuff too. But yeah, to get as many people as possible. But check us out. It's a lot of fun. From is amazing. I'm telling everyone, by the time you guys are gonna check it out, you're gonna miss out. But it's amazing. It's literally, that's my second favorite thing I've seen on TV in the last 2 years. Number one being Interview with the Vampire. The second thing is definitely From.
Okay.
Third thing is X-Men 97. So
that's been praised. Also, I'm gonna try to jump on tomorrow because I got some shit to get off my chest.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
That was so bad.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but I'm not.
Oh no, everyone was surprised, including. Yeah. I'll get into. No, don't. Let's not go. Oh my god, I don't want to do it. Yeah.
Tomorrow talk.
The anger.
Yeah. And also, we got the Bosco scenario. What's up? He goes, when cartoons were great.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I think it's our first time seeing you, Bosco. So appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, those 90s, pretty much all the 90s, man, were top notch.
I mean, think about all we got. We got Fox, all the Fox stuff, right? All the DC stuff. DC in the 90s was it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like all their movies were perfect. Like, I'm not even not ranking them. I'm just saying they're perfect. Everything they did, perfect. That's how good it was. So I mean, and Marvel did something okay every once in a while, but they weren't even anything because until Wesley Snipes' Blade, Marvel was non-existent.
Yeah.
DC ran it, and DC still runs the animated part of it. So I'm all for it.
Yep. Then we got Tony in the house. What's up? And he goes, "Is it Monday already?"
Hey, I don't know. I have a hangover from yesterday. I couldn't sleep. I stayed up at night, just stared at the window. I can't believe what just happened. I can't believe what I saw.
Stared at the end zone.
That was kind of me this month, or not this month. That was kind of me yesterday too.
Well, you were probably still coming down from your all the greatness that you had this weekend. I don't know if you guys saw Brandman. If you check him out on Facebook, he had the green contacts in. I was actually expecting to have him in right now, so I thought that was pretty dope.
Probably burning your eyes by the end of the night.
Oh man, yeah. I actually brought like my regular contacts with me in case they got too cloudy for me. I could see out of them, but I think I probably made it about 5-6 hours without.
Oh wow, that's a lot longer than I thought you were gonna say.
Afterward, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take them out. I just want to wear my regular ones now.
Oh, I see
I
you
wanna give,
silhouetted animator.
give say what's up to Mr. YouTube 92. Said Gargoyles was go to anime series. Yeah,
It was the best. Literally.
yeah. And then since I did put in our goal was we'll answer a question. Travis gave us a super chat. His question was, what are your favorite Keith David roles, live action or animated? He was in a movie called Men at Work with Sheenan Estevez. He steals the movie. Also, they live. This was gonna be mine.
They live. That's a good one.
Men at Work is like mad underrated too. I will die on that hill. Yeah, They Live, Men at Work, Dead Presidents. I thought he was really good in.
Oh my God, Dead Presidents.
Princess and the Frog. He's the Princess and the Frog. His song is one of the best songs that like all like Disney. It's like one. It's not the best, but it's definitely in the top 10 for me because I love that. See him on the other side or whatever. I forgot the title of it. Yeah.
I don't know. Something about Spawn, the animated series, Tom McFarlane Spawn.
Oh,
I think about him.
It was definitely the voice of Spawn. How
the
did that slip
Holy
my
Man,
mind?
the Holy Man in Pitch Black.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Requiem from a Dream. Requiem for a Dream. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, those probably the number ones because I don't remember like Platoon that much.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he was in that. That was a good one.
Yeah, like he popped up in a lot of movies, like in lead roles or otherwise.
Yeah, he didn't do a lot of leads though.
Not really.
Yeah, it was usually supporting roles.
Yeah, it was always supporting role.
He had the
Man at Work
occasional like
was a good
co-lead or one of
Don't
like
forget
the
about
lead
Dead
roles or
Presidents
something.
too, guys.
Dead
It's not
Presidents.
Oh yeah,
Dead Presidents. That's up there.
Yeah. For me, I think. He was in The Thing. Was he in The Thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot about. Damn, I haven't seen that in a long time, man. The Thing. But yeah, but They Live and Princess of the Frog and Community are some of my like favorite Keith David kind of stuff. You know, he's the president in Rick and Morty, which was it's him and Rick having like little pissing contests. It's like pretty funny. But yeah, he's just got that voice, man. He's just got a voice that's so recognizable, and every time it's in something as a animator show or movie,
that's when
it's
it's
that character. Yeah. Because he was in Coraline, like you said, Spawn, Rick and Morty.
Because he was the voice at the beginning of all the Spawns, the animated series. So like every time I watch that, but I'm saying Dead Presidents, that has to be up there.
Dead Presidents.
Yeah,
that's just for me.
Yeah.
That one.
That was good.
That
was really good. So again, thank you, Travis, for the super chat. And then we gotta go down here to Silhouetted.
Yeah.
Where'd we go? There we go. Another super chat, $2 said idea Midnight Suns movie if Blade is too hard.
So I don't know if you didn't see it when me and Tank started this evening, but we talked about Blade we're talking about this being canceled. We're wrong. Blade is going to be shooting 2025. They're going to start shooting the end of 2025 for Blade for a release probably at the end of 2027, July through November of 2027. You're going to get Mahershala Ali as Blade. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Sorry, I saw Anzo's comment and it threw me off, man.
I agree with it with Silhouette saying, because the reason I think they're going to start off the entire mutant saga with Blade, because they're also going to have the Dark Saga, which you're going to have, focus on Midnight. They're going to start the Midnight Suns. You're going to start out. We got the what's the other one? The other TV show that we saw, Moon Knight. You can have Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night. You could do all these darker characters along with the mutant saga and kind of turn the page on the Avengers stuff and do something a little bit different. So you have a darker R-rated realm, and then you could have, the mutant saga realm, and you're doing something totally different. That's going to allow you to not have the same storylines going over and over again. So Midnight Sun is definitely going to happen. Blade is definitely going to happen. But I think that pushing it to 2027 allows you to get through with this Avengers saga and even possibly have Wesley Snipes return as Blade. And then when Franklin Richards puts the world back together, you can have a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I have no issues.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Brian said it perfectly, but yeah, I want to see Midnight Sun, so
I think it's gonna be really cool. I mean, you have Logan, you can have all these things.
Yeah, I'd be
these
down
people
for that.
now. You know, Ghost Rider will be in there. We'll have Hellstorm. You have all those. You know?
Yeah. I don't. He said, "Hey, Tank, don't steal my shit." I was like, "Wait, what was I stealing?"
I think he's talking about if we simulcasted the From.
Oh,
but more than anything, I just wanted to get more eyes on From because what Anzo's doing, what he has done with this From has been so good. And I'm actually feel just lucky that he allowed me to come in and watch it with him and do all these things. If you guys can, please just say off our chest. He said, "Don't. You don't want you to get things off your chest because I gotta get things off my chest." But I just hope that you guys give it a chance. You guys can come in and watch the From because it's such a good show, and we have good panelists, and we talk about a lot of specific things, and break down each episode and talk about future episodes. And a lot of the times we're right. Anzo was specifically right about one thing that I don't want to talk about on this show, but he was 100% right on. And we saw this last episode, and it's gonna be really cool to talk about.
Yeah. So that's one of the things I want to do soon is like at work probably start watching From. You know, I saw a few other people that are jumping on the train and they're doing like reactions with their each episode from season 1. So I was like, damn, okay.
So good.
Yeah. Also shout out to Derpy. always rubbing it in, man. He goes, how about them bears?
Stab.
Mm-hmm. Like, And then he also said Steelers 6-2. Oh yeah, Derpy and Anzo are Steeler fans.
Both Steeler fans.
You got that. Yep.
And it's so funny because we could have been 5-2 until Tyreek Stevenson got stupid. But that'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, Tyreek Stevenson. Did you hear that he admitted that he was supposed to be the guy that caught the ball? That was supposed to be his guy. He blocked out. He was never supposed to touch the ball.
Oh,
he was not supposed to go towards the tip. It was not him. He was supposed to be because he was for 4 seconds during the play. He's dancing, talking to the crowd and all that stuff. He was supposed to block out that guy.
I thought it was 31. Who's 31?
Hicks? No, it was Tyreek Stevenson.
It was Stevenson.
Stevenson was supposed to block him out.
Mm-hmm.
So you have everyone has a person you box out. You have your free safety that's allowed to knock the ball down, and then you have a secondary guy who's Elijah Hicks, who's supposed to be the second guy. Elijah Hicks can get to it because Stevenson wasn't on his man, and he was pushing the other 2 guys away. But if Stevenson was on his man, boxing him out, none of this would have happened. There would have been a 0% chance of him getting the whole Hail Mary. So don't even get me started on football. That's tomorrow. But I just know what happened. I'm going to break it down tomorrow. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. So real quick, I know I'm skipping around a lot. Sloppy, what's up? Appreciate you being here. The thoughts on Blade getting canceled. Like we literally just go back like 10 minutes. Because it was canceled, but now the rumor with what's his name?
Daniel RPK on Twitter that basically told us and that Blade is not canceled, is being pushed back. They're going to start filming in 2025, late 2025, looking at release in 2027. So which is a little early, but allows them to really get it mastered with a lower budget, and it's going to happen. You're going to have Mahershala Ali is loving this what they're doing right now. They're fine-tuning the script. They're going to add more to the script because they thought it wasn't good enough. So they're doing it, but they're going towards a great direction, and expect them to be in pre-production by the beginning of 2025 and actually be in shooting stuff by end of 2025.
I'm inclined to be like, I'll believe it when I'm sitting in the
Yeah.
theater and the end credits have rolled. They've said year
Even then,
after
you're like,
year after year that they're going to shoot it. They have a director. They have this. The cast is complete, and we all know how that's been working out for years and years and years. So
Word
we'll
is
see.
Mahershala Ali put money in.
Oh,
He wants to get, and that he wants to get it. He's going to get it done. This is his dream character. He wants to be Blade, and there's nothing stopping him from doing it. So now Marvel said, we're going to stop it. We're not going to. The thing about, even if you don't hit the 2025 filming, starting filming in 2025 lets you know you're going to be ready by the end of 2027, because they're doing Secret Invasion and Doomsday and all Secret Wars in a year. They're filming and releasing. This is 2 years to film, release, market, and get it all going. I think it's definitely going to happen, especially because the amount of money actors actually putting in. So it's not just the other person having skin in the games.
Yeah. This is becoming the movie version of Dr. Dre's Detox album.
But you know, like Ty is right. Like Ali is too deep into it. He's gonna get it made. I kind of feel the same. Because otherwise, anybody else would have backed out already. They're like, I got other shit I gotta do. You know what I mean? So him doing the other stuff but not leaving this project is kind of interesting. Yeah. And then I remember too, Mia Goth just got signed on to it, and then like not that long ago, like a few months ago, like right after Maxine came out, I was like, and we got Maxine, we got Mia Goth. Yeah. And so yeah.
He wants it. So if he wants it this much, then it's going to get made.
Yeah. So he's not putting it on hold. He's doing the new Jurassic World movie.
Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Like Rebirth or whatever it's called.
It's Rebirth. But whatever they're going to film around it. Like that's why they're doing it, starting it so late. I mean, in 2025, they have time for him to do 3-4 things and then go, and then come back and redo it again, and they can knock this movie out, have it already ready. You know, I think they're going to film. I think when you take someone else's money, you're going to film.
Yeah. And also, like, he doesn't do a lot of stuff. You know, like especially recently, like he hasn't been in a lot of stuff. So it seems to me like he kind of picks and chooses his projects. You know, and once you win an Oscar and you kind of have a name, you know, for yourself, you can kind of start to do that. And I think he definitely does. So
I mean, he's done more than I thought you don't really remember him in certain things. Like, do you remember Mahershala Ali in Hidden Figures? Like, do you really? Yeah.
Like, but when Hidden Figures came out, that came out. I'm talking about like recently, and like since he's really won the Oscar.
He does a big movie like once a year, really. Yeah. Like since then, he's done at least. So that's 2016, 2017 was Roxanne, 2018 was Green Book. He also was in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It was in Alita.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Alita? Battle Angel?
Yeah.
That was
2019. That was a sleeper. That's a good one.
It was in Eternals. You know. So I mean, like he does something like once a year. The Swan Song he was in the next Spider-Man. Like he's always doing at least one movie every year.
Yeah, which is a good amount. You know, he's not like who's that? Like Timothy Chalamet. Like he's in everything.
Everything.
Every time you turn around, you know, it's like, bro, another one. Dark Room. What's up, Dark Room?
What up, Dark Room? Hey, I saw him going to Goodwill the other day, and then what was that costume you had on the other video? Can't remember what it was, but I was watching them all. So Dark Room does a lot of cool stuff, man.
Was it Scooby Doo?
Was it Scooby Doo? It was
Scooby Doo costume.
It was because he had the big the snout on his head. Yeah.
Tell me you're gonna dress up for Halloween. Well, I mean, yeah, because we'll be live. Our next show will be on Halloween.
100%. I will definitely have my stuff on. I won't keep my mask on because he won't be able to hear me. But might be a better show.
I'm gonna do a quick run through some of the old ones that we skipped by. Jason, what's up, Jason? What gargoyles? What happened? Just the 30th anniversary. So
Yeah.
we're old. So this one kind of blew my mind, man. Bigger for the entertainment. Anzo said, I hated dead presidents. I was like,
wow, really? What?
Yeah.
You cut me real deep, Shrek. Real deep. Wasn't ready.
I need to clip the Padme, like crying is like, you're going down a road I can't follow, because I feel like it just fits for Anzo for everything, man. And it's a prequel, so it's like perfect.
God. Oh man, that's good.
Anytime you get Keith David singing, it's great. Yeah.
Because he gets to those notes that we can't hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? It's so low.
Dr. Facilier, man, that song is amazing. To anybody that cares, Dodgers chasing 3-0. Yeah, Dodgers are gonna win. That's Derpy. Where we at? Tommy says, stay out of the basement. Spoiler Kang's got the liquor
down here. Always.
I have 2 fucking shelves of liquor. I can't have it upstairs anymore.
Always.
Funny and true. So yeah, Keith David is Child's in the Thing. Yeah, the one who survives alongside Kurt Russell. That damn scene with the dogs still shocking.
Yeah.
That's about Blade. It would come out in February 2026 spot. There's a film listed to come out that month on Marvel schedule. Yep, we were talking about that.
It's going to be 20. It has to be after Secret Wars. It's going to be after the release of Avengers 6. It's going to be after that.
It could be a in between one too, where
they said all the 2026 ones will all be leading up to Secret Wars. So that's what Daniel RBK is literally saying. It's going to be the beginning of the mutant saga. So they'll have the dark saga, the dark verse, and then the mutant saga. So it'll be right after it, because I think we getting that Avengers 6 and in March or May of 2027. So that July one could be Blade. Or the November one could be Blade. I think the July one will probably be the one, though.
Yeah. I know we had the schedule up a little earlier.
Check the beginning of the show. We talked about
it. Yeah. Y'all see the new Wonder Man logo? I have not.
No.
I don't care about Wonder Man.
Yes, pretty much.
You know why?
I have a lot of trouble investing in Wonder Man.
Yeah. Sloppy said, I wish King stuff was still happening, especially after the Loki season 2. It's same. Right there with you, man. Finish the story.
You can use him still. That's what it doesn't make any sense. But once again, it's Marvel's fault. Let's put the whole Jonathan Majors. The Marvel's fault for letting him be beat by ants. I mean, we don't get beat by ants in our own house. You got ant spray. You got raid. So how did Kang get beat by ants? Bro, don't even get me started. Smart ants, I don't care. It's called an ant hotel.
Here's what it said. The Defender stuff being made 100% makes the whole Ali played Blade means Cottonmouth plus Defenders aren't canon. LOL. Argument even sillier, especially since MCU actors have taken 2 roles. Yeah,
100%.
It's not that.
Yeah, no, and now they're saying it is going to be canon, and there's going to kind of soft reboot there, but they're all Jessica Jones is going to be coming in. Kristen Ritter already signed. She's so Daredevil season 2, she's going to be in it. I'm waiting for Mike Coulter to come back.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
As soon as we get that he signed too, let's go.
Yeah, game over. Finn Jones is like, hey, what about me? He's like, shut up.
They're like, who? We don't know you. Security.
I feel bad about, because he was fine with the right content. Like the one episode of Luke Cage that he showed up on was an improvement of any of the episodes of his solo series. So
you can't have all those shows, all those episodes, and be that bad.
Yeah.
Even though I agree 100% that when he was with Luke Cage, it made a perfect sense, and it was so much better.
It was better. Yeah, it was better. I mean,
Yeah,
even when he was in the Defenders, I think it was better. He was better when he wasn't by himself.
Yeah, I didn't mind him. You know, just the content on his solo show just failed him, unfortunately.
I don't know. I think he's a little boring.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, he just doesn't make sense. So
yeah, you can do some cool stuff. Also, shout out to Silhouette. It said, "Not joking. I was born on Halloween. That is awesome,
dude,
man.
that's awesome.
That's great.
Happy almost birthday. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, you
we
get cake
celebrate you.
and you get the trick or treat, bro.
Oh man, death by sugar. Let's go.
Yeah, that is awesome though, man. I have a coworker. She had twins on Halloween a few years ago.
Oh man,
Oh, that's awesome.
Twin Damians.
Yeah. Man, what else we got? So to be fair, I only watched it once. Doomsday will
that
leave
makes
Battle
sense.
World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check out Dead Presidents one more time.
Yeah. I think you might like it now. You know,
context matters a lot with Dead Presidents.
Sloppy said people are already losing interest. 2027 seems so long. It does, but by then, if you do things right, you can regain interest. It seems like a long way out. But
all they're going to say is Blade saved Marvel. Let's support Blade.
Yeah.
You know, and as long as you have these great comic books, because I don't know if you guys have been checking out these Blade ones with the appropriate audience and they're wrapped. That comic book is wow. I was reading, I was like, man, this is a lot of blood. Yeah, I'm like, I read comic books all the time. This is more. This is too much for me. I'm good, Lord. I'm not old enough.
Oh, here, Tony said, I hope Mike Coulter don't come with that corny acting.
I don't think he was very corny. And then him and Jessica Jones.
I was good with it.
That was good. Y'all remember the wall breaking the bed every 3 days?
Yeah, that was good. Ty said I'm excited for Wonder Man because I love Yaya doing my team.
I love Yaya.
He's a great actor.
He's a really good actor. I'm not sure how I feel about him as Wonder Man.
Exactly, B.
Or just that show in general. I'm just
everything you just said.
Yeah. Watch me like all this and then like it winds up being like an Agatha, like it just like being great.
It's the problem is the fact that you're
race swapping.
The race swap, along with the fact that he has to be an ex-convict in order to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that puts me in a bad place. You know, you've already taken the greatest. I don't want to get on to the Black Panther thing because you know how I feel about that, but the greatest hero, and you haven't allowed him to even have his full arc. You eliminated it. And then when you do put these guys out, they're for temporary times, and then it always has to be in a bad situation. Not like a great superhero. It has to be a bad one, right? Mm-hmm. That has other problems. I just don't like it.
Yeah. All right, we need to get into some of these topics. We haven't even got into like the main stuff yet.
I had the Love Hurts thing already up too.
Nah, we might have to skip that because we still gotta get Venom and Penguin in.
We're just gonna keep it. We just go all night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with it, but
Brand Man at 12 o'clock will be like this. Let's do Penguin.
Yeah, we can do Penguin first. I saw somebody in chat talking about Penguin already. One last one before we move on. It says, fun fact, pin particles played a role in Wonder Man getting his powers since those were altered and mixed with ion energy. They can resolve the Hydra guy stealing the particles in Ant-Man 1.
But then they already resolved that with the fact that when they went back in time, Endgame, and they grabbed more pin particles because they didn't have any more, but they were able to grab some more.
Well, they said the Hydra guy stealing in Ant-Man 1 because remember when she was going down, he like grabbed the vial or something and then took off
and ran.
And then nothing ever came from it. You know, like cool. What?
But they could always they have the technology to go back and grab it.
Yeah, but then that would just make another timeline, right? Or some stupid like that.
Did it happen? They came back to the same timeline, right?
Yeah. Wait, what are you
I
talking
don't
about? Yeah, I was like,
in Endgame. In Endgame, they were able to come. They grabbed stuff, right, and they were able to bring it to them and then take it.
yeah, but that's they go back in like when Howard Stark is still like alive.
Mhm.
I'm saying you get a pin particle, but you also go back then and grab it anyway and just put it somewhere, right? I just feel like you have technology to do it. Why not just
Do stuff?
whatever?
Yeah. Mitchell Carson guy.
Mitchell Carson when he had him in when they're showing the what's the other thing not what's his suit, Darren Cross's suit.
Oh, not the Wasp.
Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, why keep on saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Hornet. No, not Hornet. No, Hornet. Yellow Jacket. That's it.
That's something. Another bug. Another bug. All right, let's talk about this Penguin, man, because this was a great episode.
No, I'm not ready for the next one.
The last one.
Oh.
All right.
The last one. Isn't it 8 episodes?
That was wasn't that episode 7?
6. Wasn't that 6?
Oh, it was 6. You're right.
Yeah, so the next one's gonna be penultimate one, and then 8 is the last one. And I'm not ready for this next one.
Oh, it's going to be intense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's get going. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about episode 6 of The Penguin. Right off the bat, what did you guys think? Brandman, what you think about it?
Really liked the dialogue and the dynamic in particular between I liked a lot of the interactions between Oswald and someone, be it Oswald and Victor, Oswald and his mother, Oswald and the other gang members. I thought that was really well written and executed and just well acted on Colin Farrell's part, in particular on this episode. I think that was one of the standout things for me about it. I liked some of the stuff they had Victor doing, like now he's like really, really immersed in this lifestyle if he wasn't already. I think you guys know why in particular I say that about this episode. I like how Oz centric this one was, because we've kind of jumped around on the previous couple episodes, which has been great. But just watching Colin Farrell perform and just the presence that he the commanding presence that he has in particular, that especially stood out for me on this episode. I like how they're doing more kind of with the with building up the other gangs. Maybe that'll come into play with other if they're doing more villain series or whatever happens in the Batman Part 2. Just how they're fleshing out, this particular version of Gotham is probably my favorite thing about this show.
Real quick, shout out, like we were saying with Colin Farrell, the little things he did, like once everyone cracked their beer and he went to go drink, he you saw him crack a smile, like he's like, got him. And then he he did a lot of little things in this episode where you're just like, you're a man with a plan, and you see the gears going, kind of thing.
It's just his aspirations and his journey to get to the top, to basically be like the king of crime and or the king of the Gotham, the crime underworld in Gotham, is just really engaging to watch. The way that Matt Reeves is just knocking this out is incredible, I think.
Yeah. Also shout out to
Danny,
the Road to Wisdom. said, "What's up, fellas? Penguin is fire. Toaster King is fire. Superman and Lois fire.
Superman and Lois, bro. We gotta watch that. You guys gotta, man. You don't know.
Give me a minute. I gotta run upstairs real quick.
Go ahead.
And then we'll continue talking.
Okay.
Oh, so I can't talk about Penguin right now? I had my whole thing set up for that. I wanted to talk about it so bad. Danny said he's going to kill his mom himself, and then he'll have no other choice. No one he loves, and no weaknesses. That's interesting. I want to talk about something specifically, but I'm going to try to wait for Tank because there's something that if you go to IMDb, they always show you how many episodes a character is in, right? And you try not to cheat, but if you look in IMDb and you check out the character list and you see that Colin Farrell's mother, what's her name, is Frances Cobb, it's only in 4 episodes. What is this one coming up? The penultimate episode? It's the 4th episode.
Number 4.
Yeah, so that is it. So with that being said, well, you think Victor will be dead, right? Well, Victor is in 8 episodes. So that kind of throws a little monkey wrench into that. So I don't know. I think that might be a little bit different, but it's possible that he says.
I'm really curious to see if Victor lives. I'm kind of fingers crossed that he does. It'll be interesting to see him show up down the line and him fleshed out as Oz's right hand man. Potentially, we'll see if that happens. I'd love to see him show up down the line because I like what they're doing with that character. I'm liking what they do with all the characters, to be honest.
Yeah, I have a few things I feel about it, but for now we just say, "Hi, hey B, what's up, man? Happy you in here." Man. So, I love y'all. I haven't watched the Penguin yet.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta watch it, man. It's so good. It's so talented. It's one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. Agatha is a lot of fun, right? This is just a good show no matter what. It's just great acting, great writing, everything. Except for one person named Anzo who believes Penguin equals caca.
Why are you doing this?
You're breaking my heart. Every time we finally got it on here. There we get. Just because he's in 8 episodes doesn't mean he's going to live. I think he is going to live.
I hope so.
I think he's going to live past this episode. Now, not saying that he's going to live past episode 8 or season 2. But we'll see. So you got to go.
Yeah, I
appreciate you.
Really hope so. Appreciate you.
Yeah. We got T in the building. Hey, gents. What is up, T? We were talking about a few other things that I wish you were here for because I was talking about you and professed a couple of times about some stuff that happened earlier. Real cool. Very cool. Anzo here says Agatha is caca too. So, oh man.
Anzo just wakes up and chooses violence.
Yeah. I don't know why you choose that much, but that's what it is. Agatha's leading up to Doctor Strange 3. All right. See, I want him to live and become a badass. Oh. Hold on. You guys give me a second too because my alarm is going off. Hold on.
That's all good. I had to run upstairs because I have my monitor for my 2-year-old I usually keep. And he was doing like some weird movements because he's kind of sick. So I was like, oh shit. Go check out. Make sure he's all right. Yeah, he's been like kind of, I don't know, like sick enough where he's like a cranky crab ass for like half of the day, but then like the other half he's kind of like it's not feeling it, so he's like running amok, but then it just drains him. So it's like an endless circle of energy and no energy. So, yeah. But I saw Anzo's Agatha comment. I was like, oh man, crazy, bro. And T, what's up, T? Agatha's really good for a show. Everyone acted like they didn't want. Yeah,
right.
No one thought it was gonna do anything or be anything. You know. So,
I definitely didn't want it.
Did I bring it up? Yeah, yeah. But it wound up. Let me put everyone back. The last episode 7 or whatever it was the second highest rated MCU Disney Plus episode. The first one was the finale of Loki. So it was like finale of a 2-season show, which was an amazing finale compared to the
finale
7th episode
of season 1 of Loki.
Season 2 of Loki.
Like the season finale 1 of Loki was unbelievable. Really, that's crazy.
Had the highest rated one. I think it was season 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But either way, it was a finale of a show compared to just the 7th of 9 episode of another show. So,
but the question is, do they stick the landing?
That's gonna be the thing. I think they do. I saw the trailer. So I was watching Emergency Awesome, man, and I think they do. It's gonna be how it ties in together. It's gonna be the handcuff problem. Like Loki stopped really tying into anything, so it was able to do what kind of it ever wanted to do. But I feel like Agatha has to tie into the MCU main story.
Yeah, in some capacity.
Yeah.
The highest rated Disney Plus show this year.
I thought it said all of the Disney.
That's what it's saying right now. It says
okay.
Sure. But it's not giving me a number, so I don't know what the hell that means.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Yeah. I think I saw it was like a 7.6 out of 10 for the Loki episode. This was like a 7.4. I have to look up where I saw that at. But
yeah, because right now it's saying it's number 5.
Yeah. Here, Anzo, man, dude, Anzo. So I got caught up with Agatha, but I can't do Penguin. But you don't like the Batman, so that's not surprising.
Exactly. I agree. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So the actress that plays Agatha has no help. The cast is what? Especially that last episode. What is his name? What's her name? Lupin.
Lilia.
Yeah, the girl who plays Lilia. Like she's great.
She was great in that episode. She was, and you didn't realize all they're doing during the other 6 episodes. So like it was something that was hidden right in front of your face, but you didn't understand what was going on. So I can't agree with that, man.
I'm good with the acting all around the table, to be completely honest.
Yeah, Patty LuPone was awesome. Not saying much because the rest of Marvel stuff was trash. Yeah, so but at least it's up there with some of the better stuff. That black chick got cake.
She's been around for a long time though, so
Jen. Yeah. All right. Oh man, sorry about that. So but again, thank you, Danny, for the super chat, man. Super appreciate it. All right, let's get back on track. Finish this up so we can talk about Venom. Because I need a bitch. For at least a couple minutes.
We're gonna let you go for a little bit. Just all right, go ahead.
Oh man. Is it Tink, are you sure there's no way Agatha or Loki was better than WandaVision? No, not
better. Loki's
like
better
per
than
episode.
WandaVision. You're wrong. Loki's better than WandaVision.
I put WandaVision first, then Loki. I would put Loki number 2.
I think
it's always a back. I always kind of switch.
The first 3 episodes of WandaVision are here and there, okay, but there's a lot of problems with WandaVision, and it's because what you had with COVID. So there are issues with WandaVision, and you could tell that the writing was going one way and ended up going another. So Loki doesn't have that, and Loki just knocks it out of the park, especially that first season.
Yeah,
Loki is better than Wanda. In my opinion, because obviously all these opinions, whatever.
Yeah.
I think
I
has
like.
a more.
Yeah, I liked Loki more.
But yeah, we'll obviously get into that. Probably Thursday after the show's officially over, and then we do like rankings and stuff like that. I'm gonna save that comment from Venom when we talk about that in a little bit. All right, but cool. Brian, what you think about the episode of the Penguin?
Okay, so I thought it was really, really good with a lot of relationships and a lot of things that you saw with the character development. So, you talk about Victor, and you saw like Vic going through a change. So when we revisit him, we see him with a gun. So he's gotten harder, right? He's changed his outlook on stuff. And then when he's having that problem, and he wants to go to Oz, but Oz is already he's emotionally checked out because he's dealing with his mom and all this stuff. He realized he has to figure out and handle this stuff himself. And we see him, go from the little boy Vic to this is a gangster. And when he kills Squid, that was really, really emotional. And then when you saw him talk to Oz about it, Oz, who was a despicable character, he just saw him light someone, mother and son alive and enjoy it. Despicable guy.
Yeah.
He changed immediately for Vic. And he saw him soften and gives him a hug. You see that he needs a hug.
Yeah.
He gives him a hug and tells him, but he still stays gangster and says, hey, it gets easier. Because he's setting him up to be something special. So I thought that those little details really make it very epic feeling. Then even the idea between him and his mother, and not knowing what disease it is, not knowing what dementia is, because once again, where this is said when it's taking place, they probably don't. Dementia is relatively new diagnosis, so like they know that, and they're playing it so well with it, right? And then what his mother said, "I need you to kill me."
Oh man,
no, I know what's going on. I'm lucid. I know what's happening. Look at me. I need you to kill me because I can't live like that. I don't want to be a vegetable. I don't want to be sitting there not knowing something. That was such a emotional scene. And for him to finally say, yeah, okay. Yes, okay. I mean, I was broken up. And then of course you had Sophia and her metamorphosis, and then you see her using Dr. Julian like he's just whatever. She's using him for her pleasures. And then even Sal, who was broken, and when Sophia went and saw him, she fixed him and gave him a purpose again in life. Because once you lost your kid, your wife, he was purposeless. His family is different. He was all about family, but then she gave him a purpose again: kill Oz. And then you saw their relationship, even with the whole breakfast thing, was or that dinner thing they were sitting there eating, was almost very father-daughter type of relationship. They're just doing relationships so very well. And I didn't even get into what we had with Eve and Sophia, which was like, wow. So this episode is just excellent. Relationships and betrayal.
Yeah, that was a good one. I would say Clancy Brown in this one was, for the little bit of time he was in, like he was so good. Like you got that, like, because when she goes like, oh yeah, what I forgot, was it Nadia? The wife, his wife, blah 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 was right, and he's like sits there and thinks about it. He's like, and then like he just like slams the table and he's pissed off, and because you see it, he's like, he just remembers, he goes, yeah, she was right. She told me don't do this, and I didn't trust her, and it's like, so the grief is still there, and the anger and the rage is there. So, but then he kind of does it back to Sophia, but they both do it unintentional. You know what I mean?
But Sophia was cool about what she did. Because she says Nadia is right, and she meant that, but she's also like, it's better with yogurt.
Yeah. But then like he threw back like a thing her dad would do, But again, I don't think he did it on purpose. But then once he said it, he goes like, I'm right, kind of thing, So it was interesting, where like like you said, relationships is like how they feel towards each other and like using each other, but also kind of helping each other get over things. And it's like he's living in her house. That's wild, It's like what?
It's probably the safest place. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It's the safest place to be.
Yeah.
She has all people looking after her. But
Yeah.
I look at them at now. But I think the biggest betrayal was definitely Eve, right? Not necessarily Eve betraying Oz, but the fact that Eve found out that Oz betrayed her and was loving on her and doing all those things when he knew Sophia's father is the one that killed all her friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was just really, really epic. I mean, just that's a hard thing to know. And that's why she changed. She was like, oh, it's like Eve and Sophia had an understanding. We've both been used by Oz. And she said, you deserve your shot. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, I thought that was like really interesting because like she didn't flat out like throw Oz at, because she could have been like, oh yeah, he's here at this address. I mean, obviously she finds where he's at by the end of the episode, but
the one
like,
light with this on.
Yeah, true. in tore down place. But yeah, she was interesting because you saw like she was in here ready to die and save her girls
For her girls.
And then
Another
it turned into
relationship.
like, yeah. Oh man.
The best family out there is her and her girls.
Yeah. And it was just like it's so well done how they do every little detail, every little thing, even the whole thing with Squid and Victor, when that all went down, like, he gave him a shot. He goes, here's money, I'll get you some more next week. He goes, shut up, leave me alone, kind of deal, but Squid was like
throwing money at him, like,
yeah, because he thought, he's like, oh, but this ain't the same Vic that from that first episode. This is a different dude, and yeah, that was
his
crazy.
makeshift family. Because if you hurt Francis or Oz, that's his family now. So I don't have to kill you. I will murder you to keep you from hurting my family.
To keep them safe. It's a lot of good like writing. It's very well done. You get invested, invested a lot with pretty much everybody. Everybody you get invested, and people you shouldn't like, you wind up liking, knowing they're gonna betray, you as the viewer at some point. It's all so freaking well done. Even at the beginning of the episode, I like there was a time skip. It's just like, hey, we were in summer and now there's snow coming down, so half a year.
Yeah, you see like, the mushrooms being full bloom and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're full going on. Like I think that was smart, because otherwise, we're gonna waste an episode on like just like in between time, like all the mushrooms gotta grow. This has gotta happen. Like I just feel like cool. Like everyone got their shit in order, and now that everyone built up their army or built up their supply, now it's time to fight. So
it was funny. It seems like Oz was the first person to decide, hey, the first taste is free, to hook him. That was because the timing of it.
He invented that.
He invented it. Like, hey, but the only thing I will disagree with is that I don't think he's planning any of this shit. I think he's really just playing it by
winging it.
Winging it all the way. Like he's like, hey, I know how things work. I'm just going to try to play it the way I want to play it, and hopefully it all works out. And he's doing a good ass job.
Yeah, thankfully he's intelligent enough to think on his feet. That's what I like about the show. Like everyone kind of underestimates him.
But he plays that up too, doesn't he? He really shows. He says, when I want to be invisible, I pretend like I'm less than. When I want to be seen, I'm going to try to be that too. Like he did when he brought all the other underworld people together. We're going to control the underworld. He wanted to be seen. He wanted to be inclusive. We are all bosses. And then he was honest about who I am. That's how you bring people together, really. And I think that's going to be huge going forward. But the end of this episode changed everything.
Ooh, yeah. So we have 2 episodes left, and the way this one ends with Sophia just watching Oz's mom and Vic kind of enjoying the little victory that he got, that Oz got with getting power back to was it Crown Point, I think it was,
Crown
which
Point,
is like
yeah.
the ghetto, quote unquote. Or the part of the city that got hit the hardest from the flood, and it's probably the poorest part of the city, so she's sitting there, and I wasn't sure what she was holding at first, but it looks like a crowbar or something like that. It looked like, yeah. So I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna get messy. This is gonna get real messy." And I'm, man, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be so bad. I cannot wait, because like we saw what Sophia was capable of. What she did with Magpie, I think, a few episodes ago. So like, she got it in her, man. She got it in her. So
Vic also has a gun.
Vic is, he's a young man, with a gun, like you said. So, obviously that's gonna be the guy you knock out first, and then
No, but I don't think Sophia goes in. She sees them. I think she waits for the rest of her crew, and they go in. They ransack them and grab them. And one thing I was saying while you were going, I said I kind of cheated and looked at IMDb. It says Francis Cobb on there for 4 episodes, and it says Vic there for 8 episodes. There's only 8 episodes. I think Francis dies this next episode, and I think Vic lives. And the question is, how does Oz react to that? Or, as Danny said, does Oz kill his mother?
Ooh, that'd be fucked up. It'd be messed up, but then it would make sense. Like he already asked for it. It would make him more, because we're already assuming that she's dead. Because I didn't know, like he told everyone that she's dead. Obviously, why he was to hide her. So Sophia thought she was dead. And when they were going through his apartment, through Penguin's apartment, Sal was like, "Oh, he has nothing." Like legit, like like the mom's dead, everyone's dead, everyone's gone. So him making that real, making like, "Oh yeah, you found out about her, but now I got to get rid of her, so I don't have anything holding me back."
Or,
damn,
or she kills herself.
I don't think that would be as impactful.
Really? To watch for Oz to be there and Oz watch his mother die before her own eyes because she doesn't want him to have anything else to lose. She wants him to be on top. My last wish is for my boy to be on top. And the only thing holding him back is me. And I kill myself.
Yeah. Either way, I think she dies and he blames Vic.
Yeah. You should have been watching. You should have had a better.
You said you were watching. You said, "I got it." He's like, "I got you. Don't worry about it." He's like, "This was your thing." Like he was close to her already, and like, so. But it's gonna affect Vic too, because I think he sees her as kind of family at this point now too.
Yeah,
yeah.
But then again, Oz just told him to go back. Just go back and rest and relax.
Yeah,
because of what he just been through. So I don't know how Oz is going to react, but this is why it's going to be so interesting to see what happens in episode 7.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be a lot of crazy shit that happens. Here I had a one thing I wanted to bring up to you guys for a theory. So I saw making its way around social media where this person thinks that the doctor, I can't think of his name,
Theo, Dr. Julian Rush.
Yeah, Julian Rush, is a figment of her imagination. At least the version of him now that she out of the hospital, because at no point does anybody else ever see him. It's always them two together. Like he has no interaction, or she never talks about him besides that. So I'm like, that would be interesting, that maybe she thought he kept looking at her. Because remember, she brought that up, like, I see the way you always looked at me. You know what I mean? So maybe she made this weird connection, that helped her get through all the shit that happened to her in Arkham, and now she's out, but she still needs that like, thing to help her get by, So I don't know. It's an interesting theory, Does it prove that she's like crazy, like full on crazy now, that she's like visualizing somebody,
Man, that's
or he's there,
I'm trying to think through all the episodes, and I don't remember anyone ever talking to him directly.
Yeah, the doctor in the hospital talks to him, but the theory is like
Once
him outside of the hospital.
Yep.
Like
Once he left the hospital and came to her, that he's not really there.
Yeah. Because every time it's been him and her. They were at the therapy session. He came and hugged her. It's like, what if that's all in her mind, in her head, kind of thing? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And which would just kind of like, oh, she is like legit crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I thought that would be interesting. I like that. Yeah, I like it. That would be interesting because you can really play around with that he's not real. So you start messing with her head, and it's a way to kind of beat her before she becomes too dangerous, kind of thing. So I don't know. I mean, if it's not, it's also not that big of a deal either, But yeah, it's gonna be
because
it's gonna be interesting.
A pseudonym, right?
Said
doctor says, and I question that Dr. Julian Rush is secretly a pseudonym for a recognizable character in Batman Rogues Gallery.
Didn't think about that.
Like Hush, maybe? No, I don't know.
I don't know. Like say Hugo Strange.
I heard that one. I heard that one a lot. But
or Scarecrow.
Up cheap.
Scarecrow could fit into this universe.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the more plausible options.
Yeah. I mean, you could do some cool stuff with him if you decide to continue on with it. So
I love the idea that he's Fight Club.
Yeah, exactly. He's Tyler Durden. Exactly, man. But you guys got anything else?
I can't wait to see this episode 7, man. Episode 7 and 8 are going to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't watch the previews for the following episode, but I did for this one.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, I'm really interested. I'm really curious to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Or especially curious in this case.
Yeah. So, but we got 2 weeks left. 2 more episodes. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. So, we want to hear from you guys. If you're watching on the replay, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the Penguin so far. Any theories, any ideas, any thoughts about what we guys saw. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday while we talk about the Penguin, the latest episode of the Penguin. But yeah, we appreciate everyone in the live chat hanging out with us. You guys stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night. I enjoyed BCA and WS. Why am I having a brain fart? With BCA and WS.
Winter Soldier, it's BCA. I don't know. Just not thinking clearly. Because I know he's talking about shit shows.
Yeah, I know he's talking about the shows and stuff. Loki's my top dog on Disney because of Kang's story. That was never. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Loki, especially the finale, was better because Wanda didn't stick to the finale.
Yeah, I left it open too much.
Black Captain America. Gotcha. Black Captain. I love it. Black Captain. As I said,
nice.
Right there. So.
Give Sam that outfit.
I love it.
Yeah. But yeah. Cool. You want to jump right into Venom?
Yep. Because if we can finish that up, I can still watch Love Hurts.
Where we at? Boom. All right.
It's not worth all that work.
This was easy. It wasn't even that difficult.
It's not worth all that work. I said what I said.
I the one
I probably like Venom the most out of all three of us, but
maybe.
All that work.
Man. I think the hardest thing was, do I have this right under you next to Brandman to have that, or to have a full Venom like standing there? And I saw the full Venom and it just looked weird. Looked weird.
This I like that one. That one looks cool.
I'm mad he's like doing a mama bear. Yeah, lick the snack. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh my god, that's funny. All right, let's talk about this show.
Well, she's my favorite, so I can say it. I don't care.
Where we at? Cool. Mom Bear laughed. All right, let's talk about this movie. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brandman Brandon down there, Brian the Grizzly over here, and we're going to review Venom: The Last Dance, the third in the trilogy of the Venom trilogy. So full spoilers. We're going to talk about everything. So if you haven't seen it yet, pause this video and go check that out. And after you do, come and check this video out of us talking about it. But before we get into our likes and dislikes and our ratings, Brian, you got a synopsis of what this one is about?
I'm just gonna let you guys know he doesn't mean any of that. Just wait to his review. He just said all that. He doesn't mean any of it. But for the synopsis, we'll go. Eddie Brock and Venom must make devastating decisions as they are pursued by mysterious military man and alien monsters from Venom's home world. That's what happens. But he doesn't mean anything he just said. We're gonna let Brandman talk about this stuff and break down his first thoughts. Don't trust that man. Trust me.
What you like about this one, man? Get out of here.
Well, it's on brand for in terms of what to expect if you're familiar with the Venom movies, with the two before it. So it's kind of more of the same as far as I'm concerned. I thought, Tom Hardy still does good in the role, as he always does. I think that, the dynamic between him and Venom is still pretty entertaining. I thought alongside him they had some good new additions acting wise. Juno Temple, who I like in everything she shows up in. Chiwetel, however you say his name, I'm not even going to butcher it.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to take your word for it if that's how you say it. Rhys Ifans was in it, which didn't expect to see him show up. And, the action scenes were pretty good. And I like that it kind of, without spoiling too much, had kind of like, it kind of wrapped things up, like just enough, I think. So, there were some things that I was good with. Like I said, the most standout thing being it was on brand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Brian? What you like about it?
I kind of talked about this on Thursday, guys. So in the first hour, the 15 minutes that we saw there for the trailers was pretty cool. The Venom, we are Venom, and all the other stuff, and him eating the heads off the gangsters and all that stuff. That was cool. Fine. Whatever. Then there's like 45 minutes of blah, 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 whatever. And then we get to another half an hour of the fighting. That was really, really cool. I think they did a cool job with it. If you don't like what they did with Venom, they're not going to change, directions. So if you didn't like the first two directions, Venom, you're not going to like this one. That's just what it is. But they're going to continue to go the same direction. Still a little bit too silly, but I did like, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I thought that he was cool. I like that they started right off with the bartender, so it's like we didn't miss any time. There were some really cool things. I think the idea of Knull was cool because they didn't ruin it. They did nothing. So that's what they did. They did so very little that they couldn't ruin the character. So I thought that was kind of cool too. Overall, I thought it was good enough of a movie to be okay. if that's good enough, good enough of a movie just to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead, let the hate.
Listen,
begin.
I got a few likes. Pretty much it was the end. Like the action was a pretty solid action scene at the end.
Mm-hmm.
The graphics were good. They're not all just
you could tell
blobs. You could tell the difference. I thought the symbiotes looked cool. I'll definitely give that. I thought they all had their own unique look, and color scheme, which they kind of do in the comic books. So I thought that was pretty well done, and the action was pretty good. But like Brandman said, it's more of the same. However you feel about 1 and 2, you're probably gonna feel about number 3. Most people. There are a few people where but for the most part, it's more of the same for me. And then Rex, who the guys you were talking about, I don't want to murder his name, but
Ejiofor.
There you go, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I need to relearn his name because he's an amazing actor.
He's in everything.
He's
everything.
He's
been in the MCU
really
4 times.
yeah. But he, because like I said in the first 2 movies, I'm like, I feel like the only person that gave a shit was Tom Hardy. They brought in other people that like actually cared. He was good. Him as Rex. He played that hot-headed, quick-tempered, like military person that we've seen in a lot of different movies. But he played it pretty good. But yeah, that's about it for my likes.
He's like, and my likes, it ended.
Oh man. All right, let's get into our dislikes. Brandman, what didn't you like about Venom 3?
I'm not sure if it was just me or not, but for a movie called Venom, it was surprisingly light on Venom.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of seemed like he just wasn't in it as much as the first 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Or kind of that he didn't do as much as he did in the first 2 movies. It also kind of seemed less kind of concerned with the current movie and more concerned with setting up whatever they plan on doing with Knull down the line, whatever that may be, rather than focusing on the now. It also kind of went into cliche territory with Chiwetel's character, just the cliche hot-headed stick up his ass military general character.
That's only in every movie.
Every time there's
all the Fantastic Fours, anything to do with the military, you got one of those.
Yeah, even the obsessive scientist who's obsessed with science because of a traumatic event from their childhood. We have that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess with the final battle, it was cool to see more symbiotes, but it just kind of felt like they came out of nowhere and were there just for the sake of going big.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and still I'm still kind of in my feelings of Venom getting a whole trilogy and not having Spider-Man involved in any way.
But we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
After the first one, we knew.
Yeah.
For sure. But
yeah, it was kind of the movie is just very much there.
Yeah.
It's like they just kind of cranked it out and didn't really even by this franchise's standards, because they are just very just dumb popcorn movies, but they kind of aimed low even for those standards, it felt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And anything else? I mean, if you miss something, we'll come back. But
that's all I can think of right now.
okay. Thank you, Brian.
I mean, I didn't hate it. I thought the writing was subpar overall. I thought the idea of Dr. Teddy Payne, having the arm, that she couldn't use, and then having Reese Ifans in it, being because he was the lizard, and they also had no arm. I thought that was kind of like a little bit on the nose. Like the two
I didn't even think about that.
were exactly the same character.
I didn't even think about that.
I thought that was hilarious, but whatever, it is. That's something small that I mean, for me, I thought that was stupid, but just that. I mean, and then the whole, Tom Hardy as Venom, Eddie Brock is just very silly. It was very silly. A lot of outplaced. The family that he meets took too much out of the movie. Why is that half of the movie? Like, why am I there 45 minutes talking about this family? That was too much. And it was almost like they didn't have any more ideas, and then they had to do something. So I really didn't enjoy that as much. But the fight at the end was great. It really was. But I agree. They didn't explain why would they've never used these symbiotes if they know that they release the symbiotes. Like, I didn't understand. So the symbiotes, you say, it degrades without a body, but those were always there for such a long time. There's a lot of questioning. Like, you really did not write this very well. You did not read comic books enough to understand that this is going to be a problem overall. You can't say something in one scene and the next scene say, well, we got these 4 symbiotes that's been here for like 7 years. What?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand what was going on with that. But it was still a lot of action. It's what I thought it was going to be. So, I wasn't upset, and I thought the finally give me some good action and not destroying Knull, which was my biggest concern going into this movie. Them destroying the character of Knull. I think Knull is going to be a very cool 2010 evil that can go on with the MCU. So it was important that you didn't, destroy the character. Even though I really didn't like the fact that you didn't see his face to the end.
Yeah.
I thought that was just stupid.
And credit. It wasn't even at the end. Yeah, and credit.
Briefly,
credit, I should say.
That was my other thing. There wasn't nearly enough Knull.
Yeah. But no, I don't want them to have it. I don't want Sony to play with Knull. So I have no problem with it, but it's just, you can show me his face. Yeah, it's not you doing anything. So
yeah, that's
probably my bads. And it was a little long for such a silly movie.
Yeah. It was 1 hour and 50. I was like, oh, cool. It's under 2 hours, and it still felt long.
You're like, why is it still going?
Yeah. All right. Is that it or anything else?
No, we left the time, all the stage for you. Go ahead.
Oh my god, man. So, like, both of you guys said how the symbiotes were cool at the end, right? And even I said that. Love them. They instantly freaking turn them all into like goo. Like, you here's these cool characters, right? They all look cool. We spent a lot of time in designing them. They all have their unique looks, and they all get sucked up, turned into mulch. Like, what? Like,
only 3 of them got turned into mulch and
all
Jello.
of them did. The only one that did it was the one that Teddy got. I don't even know which one that one was. And technically Venom didn't get turned into mulch, but but yeah, I was like, what? It's like they all die, like all of them, really. Yeah, so I mean, the plot on this is the thinnest plot you can ever get to. Like in the part that
Madam Web?
Oh my god, yeah, that was. I mean, that's why I'm like, it's not as bad. Like, there is no plot in Madam Web. This is like this super thin, where if you touch it, it might melt. Like, it's that thin, But like the part that got me was like, so you see these monsters on the airplane, legit hides and jumps off an airplane to get away from them. What after the stupid road trip with the hippies, We go to Vegas, and did Venom just forget? Hey, if I fully transform, they're gonna find us. But I gotta dance. I was like, what? What the
Yeah.
I was like,
Seriously?
bro, like you just jumped off the plane because you were afraid of this thing. But you're like, you know what? Miss Chen's here. I gotta dance. It was like, one, why is Miss Chen there? Makes no damn sense. Like she was just in there. Like all of it was just a plot device to get Venom captured. And it felt cheap. It felt like just rushed. It felt just bad. You know, it was like
You're obviously not a dancer. Do you not understand? You hear the music going, you gotta dance.
What was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't
it was
ABBA. I forgot what song it was. Yeah, but
Me too.
It was a bad choice of song too.
Yeah. You know, oh my god, you know, but him just dancing there, you know, with Mrs. Chen, it was just like, what the hell did they do to this character? What did they do to Venom? Like they turned he's just a joke.
But that's always there though. This is the same thing that we've already had. So it's the same character for all three movies. So like that's what it didn't bother me because I already knew what was going to happen.
Didn't it, each time you did a Venom movie, you had a chance to make him be Venom, make him be badass, but instead you doubled down and you made him like
they didn't.
And then
down.
my problem,
they tripled down.
Oh, tripled down. Yeah, but my problem is once we get a proper Venom, right, who's a villain, who's like a bad guy who wants to kill Superman, Spider-Man, are people going to be upset? They're like, whoa, that's not the gay club, you know, dancing, singing, hippie Venom that I know and love. Like that's my problem. Is like, is that what it's going to turn into? Is that the fans are used to this kind of Venom? That once we actually get a good Venom, they're going to push back and like, well, I don't want that, you know, and that's going to be the bad.
I don't think you're ever going to get that dark Venom that you're talking about. I mean, because understand, there is comic books with this type of Venom in it.
Newer ones. It's because of this movie that we have Venom like that in the comic books, though.
Yeah, but they also after that you still have the dark Venom too, but I don't think it plays as well with Spider-Man. So I think you're going to have a little balance of both.
You can do better.
You're never going to get dark Venom because with Spider-Man, they're never going to allow it.
I mean, at this point, you don't even have Venom. You know, it's just a black goo who calls himself Venom. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't,
it's still
you
Venom.
know, I mean, but like Venom wants to kill Peter Parker. Like, that's his whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, he goes through changes and blah, blah, blah and stuff like that, especially after Knull, you know, like he goes through a lot of big changes. But
they just want to totally go past that. So if they introduce Knull in Spider-Man at all, they're going to go past the part when he wants to kill Peter Parker because they already introduced Knull.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that with Knull because if I was Marvel right now, I was like, I don't want your trash. Like, keep your trash over there. We'll keep Spider-Man because we're doing good over here. I don't want your trash. You know, because if I was Kevin Feige, don't give me that shit. Like, I don't want that.
Once again, some people do like this, and they could do a better job. Do it with a better job. But you could do. Is this still going to make $400 million?
Yeah, I mean, which is not bad, but I mean, it's
a good amount of money.
You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, the singing in the van was
that was no reason. There's no reason.
You know, I mean, a lot of it was just like it felt like a lot of filler. You know, and I don't know, man. It just nothing really hit with me with this one. It's just like you had some opportunities to do some cool stuff with Toxin. You know, like you could have done some cool things. Instead, he becomes a Venom fish and a Venom frog and, you know, a Venom horse. I was like, okay, what are we doing? Why not make the kid Venom? Like, let's go all out. Turn the fucking VW wagon into a Venom and just go. Like, it's, you know, it got too much where I can only turn my brain off so much, you know, before, you know, I go brain dead. You know, I gave it a chance. I'm like, it could be good, but I expected
You
at
really
least
did.
number one. I expected at least number one, and I didn't even get that. Like I got
People love
it
it.
subpar.
Like this a lot more than number one.
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know why. I mean,
Because the
it
problem is, I
didn't-
mean, you're bringing up the
they
same
like it
issue.
because you get a shiny, fun thing. That's why people like it.
No, it's
Which I can't, which I can't be mad. I can't be mad. I like funny, shiny things. Deadpool,
And-
Wolverine, good
And
example.
then the end,
But
the end was entertaining.
end makes the end. The end was a good action
Doesn't-
scene. You know,
And it doesn't have to make sense. It was just at least was entertaining.
you know, but even the end was an issue. Was like it's the Venom movie, like Brandman said, and Venom barely fought. Anybody. It's like, even the fight scene where he's beating up the Mexican drug lord cartel guys. It was like he's Venom, but he pops out of Eddie to make Eddie do like a flying kick. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that? Like, you are already a superpower alien, but you're gonna back out so you can throw your human meat sack at like what? It doesn't make any sense. It's just and for people like, oh, it's just a fun, goofy movie. Fine, I get it, but we're never gonna get anything good because we're satisfied with fun, goofy. And fun, goofy is fine at times. But now we have 3 movies that are all kind of fun, goofy. What's next? I mean, I don't have any faith in Knull because they haven't proven that they can do anything. And now there's no.
Was not Sony that's going to use Knull.
But that's all until it's done. It's still Sony's character. Until I see Knull on screen with Spider-Man with the MCU logo playing in the beginning, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I'm not going to say that because once again, we got Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. We've had good things, especially animated things. So they have a good idea. They just don't know how to actually figure it out. They don't know how to actually make it work. And I think that's the one thing that you got to get with Marvel. You'll make it work. He'll make it make sense.
That's called teamwork. Sometimes you got to throw Brandman at your opponent.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Spiral right there.
Yeah. It was very disappointing. It was, even I had some faith. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe they could do something at the end. They could do some cool stuff. You got Knull and things like that, but it just Knull. I never felt the evilness of Knull. I don't think I think they tailed it in the beginning a little bit, but but then it's a good thing for Knull in the future. But for this movie, it kind of like you don't have a good villain. You know what I mean?
Most evil thing that you got, and this wasn't about the villain; it was about the little monster thing. Whatever. But I think it was a setup for Knull, and then seeing the King in Black awake.
Yeah.
And what did he say? He said, "I will kill your world. Everyone will burn, and you will watch it."
Something like that. Yeah.
That's what or you will watch, or something like to that point. So that was probably the darkest thing about him. And we have a little bit of understanding about him, and the franchise wasn't the greatest franchise of all time anyway, but it introduced a character that we can use going forward. So at the point you say, oh, okay.
But it just gave me because now Sony's like out here like Craven's the movie. You're gonna love Craven. I'm like, you said that about Madam Web. You said that about like all the Venoms. You said that about what's the other crappy Morbius. It was like I have no faith in Craven. And they played a trailer before this movie, and it looks like trash, man. I'm sorry. It does not look good. Like Craven is another one that just doesn't look good. And again, you're taking a bad guy and not turning him into a bad guy. So, and that's all the ultimate biggest issue with Sony is like you have a bunch of bad guys for a hero, but you can't play with the hero because he's over in the MCU. So you have to have these bad guys not be so bad. And that's part of the problem.
And I think they're setting up the idea that they're only bad because of him being who he is. But there's no reason to
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Because without the good, you'll not be as bad. The problem is can't put 10 movies around that idea.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's the issue. You
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Where we see Venom next, and who's gonna be him? It I love Venom. I think he's a really cool bad guy. And he looks cool. He's always had like cool, like just looks to him. No matter like what iteration they do, or whether it be like a video game like that or comic books, cartoons and stuff like that. Like they always make Venom like a badass.
Yeah.
So I still have faith that hopefully somebody one day can get it right. But
fingers
I don't
crossed.
I think
Yeah.
Venom will show up in Secret Wars. I think he'd be another character that's going to be there, and he still won't be full evil.
yeah,
I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
no. But even the beginning. Wait, so I had a question because it made no sense to me. How did or why did he get sucked out of the main MCU universe and put back in his universe? Like they try to make it like, did Knull do that?
It was
Because he
obviously
sent them, like
and
I
that's
don't.
simple. It's simple. The contract between Sony and Marvel didn't go through, so he had to get sucked back in. It was literally Sony sucking him back in through the vacuum cleaner. That was the only answer that could be, because I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, because it made no sense. I was like, wait, what? I was like, because it was the same kind of portal that those the creature things were jumping through. So like, did Knull do it? But I don't know.
I don't know. Brandman is whatever he's looking at. He can answer the question.
I just assumed it was the Doctor Strange spell from No Way Home. That was just me. I know that's a pretty simplistic explanation, but
That's the best. That's the best out of us three.
Mhm.
That's the best explanation by far.
Because I completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Best answer.
It was because of Spider-Man. Exactly. Sony was like, no, you can't be a proper Venom. Get back here.
The answer is somehow Venom
Exactly.
returns.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, man. With that all down, let's get into our ratings. Brandman, what are you giving Venom 3? A now, a later, or a never?
this is very easily a later. It's nothing you really need to rush out to see. The only reason really I ran out to see it was because we were going to talk about it. Otherwise, I would have just waited until it was on FX or something. When there's nothing else on. And you should watch this if there's nothing else on. And you have chores to do or something like that, and you just need background noise. It's very much a nothing of a movie. Even and there were some shining points in it. Like I said, I liked that they kind of gave it a definitive end as far as Tom Hardy's potentially concerned. It just didn't really strive to be anything, which is interesting even by the standards of this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I thought the same thing that I did of the first two. Like, it's fine. I'll put it on. So yeah, this is a later.
Okay. What are you, Brian?
It's a later for me. I didn't love any part of it, but I hated Let There Be Carnage because I love Carnage, and they did the worst job with Carnage I've ever seen any movie do. Like, I hate Let There Be Carnage more than I hate Madam Web. That's how much I hate Let There Be Carnage, and that because it hurts me more. I'm affected more. So that but I thought this was fine. I think there's more in there that we could dive into. Something that I saw. So the second post credit, when you saw the bartender, whatever, come in, it seemed like he was left in the void. That's what it looked like. The terrain and all stuff was the void. And I was thinking maybe a symbiote got in with him in the void. So that's a cool thing that you can like have mixed with Deadpool and Wolverine, maybe with Blade and Gambit and all that. maybe that's a connection, or maybe it's just something that we can find out later. So I think that they had good parts of it. I just don't think you have to watch this in the movie theater. Like literally, this is more of a, if it's on TNT, I'll leave it on. If it's on FX, I won't turn away. I'll just let it play as I read my book or play my game on my phone. That's the quality of movie it is. It's a later.
I like neither of you said rent it or something like that. Like, rent it at home on Fender. You're like, wait, way later until it's free on TV. It's like,
I ain't spending money on it. I already spent money. That's enough right there.
Yeah, whenever it shows up on FX.
Exactly.
When they play the trilogy on repeat all weekend.
Oh, no, I ain't said the trilogy. Oh, well,
well, I mean, they'll probably do that. Oh man. Yeah, for me, if you like the first one or the second one or both, you'll probably like this one. For those people, I would still say later. For everyone else, this is a never, man. I mean, the little bit of action at the end was good. It's not good enough to like waste time watching this thing, man. Like I didn't need to hear, Venom seeing, it was a Major Tom. Like, I'm good. Like, it was like, yeah, there's a lot of things in here where it's like, what, and they had a chance after the first one was passable. I didn't love it, but I was like, okay, well, let's see what you do with it. And then, like Brian said, Carnage was just complete trash. And I'm like, and then this one's slightly better. Slightly, just because like no one's wearing a bad wig.
Good minutes of stuff. Carnage got 3. And I'm not even sure what 3. I think it's the opening roll of credits and the end roll. That's it.
And put this. Kyle said Tank is saying this is a musical at this point. You know what? This is probably more of a musical than Joker was. Because at least we got dancing and singing. Oh man, nah, it's overall, man, it's a never for me, man. It was bad. It looked cool. I'll give it that. The graphics were on point. That's it. But yeah. You want to talk about the box office or anything? Oh, let's talk about the Rotten Tomatoes real quick, since we are on that. Where we at? All right. So on Rotten Tomatoes, it dropped a little bit on the critics, or not on the audience. So the audience, we got 2,500 verified ratings. The audience gives it an 80%.
Exactly what I was expecting. I was going to expect somewhere between a 78 and an 82.
Yeah.
Because people that going to go see it know what it is. You're not going, if you hated 1 and 2, you're not going to go see 3 unless you're Tank.
Yeah.
Or Kenny.
I mean, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, the audience was at 84. So,
there's 84% of people that just don't know what they're like.
See, there's only a 4% difference. Like, that's the difference. Like, the 80% of people don't know what they like. And then you got 4% that are crazy. But with the tomato meter from the critics, only 144 critic reviews. It's at a 38%.
That means no one went and saw it.
But Let There Be Carnage was at a 57%, which is wild.
But it had a lot more reviews. And what I thought was interesting was this weekend was one of the lowest box office weekends that we've had in America the entire year. Yeah. The lowest. And there were weekends where there weren't movies coming out.
Yeah. But even compared to, so the number 2, Let There Be Carnage, had 283, so about 140 more reviews. About double. But that's only the first weekend, so we'll give it some more time. But even the original Venom, the first one, again, 80% with the audience, so it's right there, the same, but then 30% with the critics.
Yeah.
So I don't
there's no way the first and third one were were worse than the second one. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think people. I don't care. I don't trust any of it now. Throw it all
Everything
away.
is so all over the board with this movie. Like people hate it, people love it, people like oh, I love all the goofiness. People, I hate the goofiness. Like the critics are like I don't get it, man. Like it is super just all across the board. You know, I don't know. I mean, the only thing that matters is money. You know, so we'll see how it is at the end of the day. Domestically, it made 51 million domestically, which is
$13
not
million
bad,
less than we thought.
but it is lower than what they expected. You know, on the low end of what we expected or what they were projecting. But worldwide, you know, was it 175
million?
Yeah. So domestic, internationally is where this movie is probably gonna make a lot of money. But the first two were the same. It made a lot of money internationally, so not surprising. You know, you get a bunch of cool aliens and stuff like that.
And I mean, it had a cool action scene. You're gonna get about $400 million for this movie. So you know, at the end of the day, Sony's didn't market it like crazy. Didn't spend a hell of a lot of money on it. They're gonna see it as a win.
Yeah. I mean, for them, it's a win. What was the budget? The budget was 120. So
yes, that's a super
I think it was
win.
I think it was a little bit higher. I think it only went up a little bit each movie because I think the first one was like 100, second one was like 110, 120 now.
Yeah, they just said, you know, that's just inflation.
Yeah,
it's just inflation. They're just saying, yeah, we know we can go ahead and make a crap movie. You know, people will come see it. Some people like it, some people hate it, but we'll make double our money. If they can tell you can make whatever you want and double your money because it's a good character, do it. No matter hate you.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. I think it's gonna take a little bit of or actually, I think it's gonna take a big dip for that second weekend.
How?
It can. On average, it drops like 50% domestic. Like on average, it's about 50% drop. You know,
will you be surprised if it makes $30 million?
Like
I don't think so because nothing else is out.
I mean, nothing else is out. That's the biggest
That's
issue.
the problem. So someone goes to the movie theater, and you see, I'm either gonna watch, you know, what Joker, or I'm going to watch Venom. You're gonna go watch Venom.
Yeah. But I mean, what, like 30 million? It's only about a 40% drop or so. Yeah. So
that's exactly my point. So if we come back next week and it makes $29 million, then it had less than a 50% drop. That means that's a great drop.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be curious to see how it goes into weekend number 2. Really curious because, like Brian said, there's nothing else to watch. So what are you gonna go watch? Like me personally, I probably go watch Wild Robot again, or Deadpool Wolverine. Deadpool Wolverine is still in theaters. It
doesn't make any sense because I just watch it on my three steelbooks.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you can watch Conclave. It wasn't that bad. I saw it. Wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's gonna get a bunch of Oscars. But you know that's our thoughts for the Venom, The Last Dance. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about it. I know this was maybe a little bit longer because you know I went on my hate rant with it. But leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Venom: The Last Dance. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Maybe you liked all the singing and dancing and stuff like that. But let us know your thoughts. Make sure you guys hit that like button down there and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. We're trying to get to 2,000 before the end of the year. So every subscriber helps us out, and we appreciate all you guys coming in, checking us out on the replay. But if you are live, stick around because we're gonna finish things up for the night. What I saw Kyle in here like cracking me up, and we got Deuce. What's up, Deuce?
Deuce.
I haven't seen any Venom movie. Damn.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, you might.
You did it.
You're not missing a whole lot.
You're my hero. That's all I'm saying.
This is like the best part of all the Venoms is a post credit when he sees Spider-Man. Like that's the closest we got to actual Venom. Like in 6 hours of movie, the 10 seconds.
I think it's going to matter because I think we're going to get Black Suit Spider-Man in Secret Wars. So I think somehow, and wherever Spider-Man 4 does, somehow he gets the black suit. The symbiote meshes with Spider-Man somehow.
Yeah.
So that's why I think you'll find out this matters. We'll find out that Knull matters. And I think Knull will be a tertiary boss underneath, Doom, and King Thanos. And we're going to find that it kind of makes sense and it meshes together, and it's going to be okay. But I think that Marvel's going to use it for good reasons, because those Spider-Man is a very powerful. He's about 100 times stronger than a regular human. He's not on the level of Dr. Doom. He's just not.
Yeah.
For him to be leading any Avengers is stupid, because Dr. Doom was just like dead.
Yeah.
Like it's like literally like Brand Man going against a spider, a regular one, not a tarantula, a regular one. All right.
If it was a tarantula, watch out.
If it's a tarantula, you might jump at him. You might but he'll still just hit it with a bat. Like you're saying that's what it is with the black suit. At least he's just a tarantula. Now, if you need like 1,000 tarantulas, maybe you could do something. It's better than ants. So I mean, my point is still, you're gonna use a lot of these things, and I think that black suit symbiote makes Spider-Man more of a person that can lead something, more of a threat, a leader in this thing, because you're not gonna have Captain America. You have no ace guy. So even if you have Sam Wilson, he's still a dude. Yeah. No matter what, he's not a super powered anything. Yeah. That's why you probably need Thor, why you probably need Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Because they're the only OP anything, You need Deadpool probably, because he's the only one that can actually do anything. Like it's not enough in the superheroes that are left. Once you didn't have T'Challa, you lost a lot.
Yeah. I'm not even going to get into it because I could go just as long as Brian in that regard.
Yeah. I just hope Sony does get to play with Knull, because I do trust Marvel to do something with than Sony, like for sure.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Sony.
Yeah. And real quick, Anza said Venom wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good at all. So okay.
That's where I'm at. It wasn't like the worst thing ever, but it just wasn't good.
Like, because I'd put like Madam Web is like doesn't deserve anything, Like that was like the worst of the worst of just a movie, not even a comic book movie, just a movie.
Morbius, it's not
Morbius
good.
is down there too. That one's not good. Those are like the bottom of the barrel. But I would Carnage is down there. But I would put this kind of down there with right next.
No, I mean it's
Trying to
not.
think what else.
Carnage was so bad, and you couldn't even tell who was fighting who. So even the good scene, you couldn't tell what was going on. And the screaming lady was annoying as hell. So it wasn't anything. Nothing was good about that movie. The acting wasn't good. The regular people weren't good, and the super power ones weren't good. Nothing about that movie was good. And Morbius was just stupid. Madam Web was stupid. So it's not on that level. That level was the bottom basement of everything.
Yeah.
All
those are
three
just
of those
bad
are
movies.
Awful.
Yeah.
This is just not what you want from Venom. But they had 30 minutes of cool, presentable action. So like it's not that low. It's in this second tier, whatever. There's probably 2 other tiers above it, but it's in the second tier. It's fine. It's just whatever. It goes there with Iron Man 3. It's a little bit. It's worse than any of the Thor movies, but in that same realm with those Thor movies, like it's not the worst thing ever. It's just not good.
Yeah. It's just the more we talk about, the more I remember shit that I didn't like the shoes. Like you really have to show us like the Christmas girl in her shoes, just because like an hour later, like he's gonna grab the shoes on the way out. Like, okay.
You knew that was gonna happen, though, man.
I mean, yeah. Otherwise, why would they do a whole solid shot scene of just the shoes in the cubby? Like,
Because it's silly. The point of the movie is just being silly, and
that's not
movie
even
is
silly.
silly.
That's like, hey, remember those shoes? We showed you the shoes. So it's like that's just bad storytelling, man. It's like, and then I don't even remember him wearing the shoes like after he stole them on the way out.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I was trying to.
Yeah, because you see him steal the shoes, right? The Venom goo goes and grabs it as he's like leaving the underground bunker, but then they never. I don't remember them like focusing on the shoes on his feet. So it's like you made this big stink, and then there's no payoff.
Hey, he might have more. I wasn't focusing on it. I can tell you that. At that point in time, I was like, roll my eyes too hard.
I just don't see how the symbiotes beat Knull when they couldn't even beat one of his monsters.
But the symbiotes,
like
won't
they were
be
all
able to
getting
beat-
ripped to shreds.
Or how? Because there was thousands of symbiotes. They're able to trap him away. Remember, he's locked away right now. If he ever gets loose, he's just going to run wreck shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just imagine like you go into a closet and the dude is trying to kill you, and you trap him in the closet, he can't get out.
Yeah, it just made it seem like all the symbiotes were there on Earth. That's what I kind of like. I'm like, are these all of them?
No,
because he's like, oh, you have an army here, blah blah blah. Like, does he have an army? There's like 6 of them. It's like,
And I think there's still more all around.
Yeah. Different dimensions. I know he mentioned that in one of the last ones.
And that's how we're gonna get, the black suit Spider-Man. That was the whole idea, the dimensions thing that kept us saying. We're going to get it from there.
Yeah, Kyle said, bad guy, not a bad guy. That works for Disney, right? You think so, but
think about it. I mean, Thanos was right. Magneto was right. Loki, Ultron.
Yeah, but those are all bad guys.
But
they all wanted to kill millions of people.
They did want to kill me, but they're not always bad guys. They had redeeming qualities to them. That's the way Disney does that with any of their bad people. Redeeming qualities.
I mean, that is what makes a good bad guy. Like for example, like Penguin in the other show. Like, he's a bad guy, but we're enjoying him, And it was like, yeah, fuck over the big guys. Fuck them for stealing your power. You know what I mean? Like,
I think
I
think a good bad guy is when he's just super evil.
Yeah.
I think when you just be evil, just to be evil.
Yeah.
I think you make it a worse thing. I'm sorry, go ahead, B.
Yeah, it just exists for the sole purpose of making the hero's life miserable.
Yeah.
Just
Joker.
because. Yes.
Well, not the Joker we got with, but
no, the real Joker.
Real Joker. Yeah.
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 Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
Just be it just because.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a great villain too, but I always enjoy like a villain who you're like, well, he ain't wrong, but also he wants to kill everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like you got the right idea, but you're going about it the wrong way. Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a good villain. That's the president. Never mind. 1 week off. My bad.
Yeah, I like sympathetic villains sometimes, not all the time. It seems becoming more common to make the villains they're not pure evil. Bring back pure evil villains.
Pure evil. Exactly.
Those are good. I do love just a bad guy doing bad guy shit.
Yeah,
like just wants to see the world burn. Like no purpose behind any of it.
Yeah, just be a sociopath. Right. That's just who you are. That's the best bad guy. I don't need him to be more, complex. Oh man, I don't need it. Oh, I also love. No, I don't need to love. I only hate, and specifically you. Let me get that.
But also, like, so I don't mind when movies change the comic books. You know what I mean? Because I know, like, you're like, oh, this is not the comic book version of Venom, which I'm like, I get it because we don't have a Spider-Man. And after the first one, when I think I want to say they kind of tease, like, are you going to get a Spider-Man? You know, but then after that, we're like, no, we're not. Like, we're never getting a Spider-Man in any of these Sony films. I accepted that that's the Venom we got, and I still hate it. It's just badly written to me, badly written. But like somebody like Thanos, they changed him completely from the comic books, and it is a better change. Like,
I don't know if it's a better change because I think King Thanos is so cold.
King Thanos is not the main Thanos. He's
So-
a what if Thanos.
Yeah, but
they're
also
they're turning into a main thing now.
the main Thanos killed just to kill.
No,
he didn't
he
have
killed
to
because
have-
he wanted to impress the chick.
No, so that's Thanos in everything. He always wanted to impress death and get noticed by death.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff you're going to do, but you have to introduce death to even be able to do that. But Thanos was killing before that. I thought it was, even from what I remember, the first time Thanos was around, it was before you were talking about death, and he's a deviant. He's always been a mad titan. He's always been killing.
Yeah, he's always been a bad guy. He's always been a bad guy.
He's just a bad guy no matter what.
You know,
Sociopath, no matter what, always.
But him killing half of the universe or galaxy or whatever just to impress a girl, like that sucks. You know, but that's the Infinity Gauntlet. That's the whole Infinity Gauntlet storyline. You know, what they do here is better. You know, it's like he has a purpose. You know, he wants to be quote unquote a good guy by doing bad things and shit like that, but that never works out. You know, so well, yeah, he wanted to impress Death.
You know, yeah, he definitely wanted to impress Death. He wanted to be on her radar.
Well, truth, is she a villain or a hero? Death.
That's a villain.
Villain.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, will she do anything hero like?
Never. Everything she does, she kills people. She just she's death. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know,
keep playing in our faces. Yeah.
And it's so funny because she falls in love with Deadpool because she can't kill him. And he's like, blah, whatever.
Yeah. Always good. People love Tony Montana. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Same thing why Joker #1, the first Joker was Joaquin Phoenix. Like, people were liking him because they could relate to him. You know, and the Joker is not somebody you should relate to. You know, and it's just not. You know, same thing with Tony Montana. Like, he's not.
Give me Heath Ledger's Joker. Always.
Yeah. Always.
Give me that. I think that's the greatest villain type of person that you're going to get.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If he's not burning a pile of money, like, then that's not the Joker I want. Yeah. And that's still one of my best scenes when he slides down it all awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good.
He's about to blow up the hospital. He's like hitting it with the batteries. He's trying to figure it out, and then blows it. Oh,
I heard. I think behind the scenes they said that actually was like a blooper because it was supposed to go off when he pressed it, but he stayed in character and it wasn't going off, and then it finally went off, and he like jumped and
I read about that
ran
too.
off the screen. Yeah. So I'm like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Mercado said I poke fun of villains like Killmonger. He was just angry.
He was right, just angry.
Yeah, rightfully so. T'Chaka was the real villain.
But that's how it is. And all
With
these
a lot of bad guys.
All these movies that Marvel's been making, all of them, they're not really the villain. They are a result of someone doing something stupid.
Yep.
And then you get a result, and that's you get the villain. But they're not a villain in themselves.
I mean, which is not bad when you try to keep it a little bit more grounded. When you do a real life, like live action kind of thing, yeah, you make things a little more complex and stuff like that. Like, there's very few characters that you can take and you're like, oh no, he's crazy just because he's crazy. You know what I mean? And Joker's like the only one that really like sticks out to me, you know, because a lot of the other Batman villains do it to get money or power, control the streets or something like that. Like, Joker, like, does not care. Like, he gets money so he can mess with Batman. He gets all this stuff so he can mess with Batman. Like that, nothing else matters. Like he's
that's why he's the
crazy.
coolest. He's the
That's
best.
why he's the best.
The villain. It's just Joker is like the best. Him, Lex Luthor. I don't care what Superman did. I'm gonna mess him up.
Yeah,
no
Luthor
matter
goes
what.
to some extremes too.
Like he will spend all his money
Well,
just to mess him up.
Yeah.
If I can make your day 1% less by using $1 billion, I will do it. I'll blow up a planet to make your day worse. That's Lex Luthor. And those are good villains, man. I love those villains.
Yeah. I said death isn't neither. It's just that
death.
she's just death. Yeah. Just
takes her bodies, but she's also attracted to evil.
Yeah. I like that poke. Yeah, I figured.
No, did I understand.
You like any poke. He proved all that.
He improved all that, yeah. When he was hitting improved it all.
He did a lot of improving from what I understand in that movie. Like you just like let him go. And then he just did Joker shit, and it was awesome. Because I think a lot of the scene with him with when Two-Face was in the bed and he's at the edge at the side of the bed, like because he talks about it later, he goes, oh yeah, him and Heath are like, oh, what do you want to do? He goes, I don't know, let's just go with it. And I was like, what? And he's like, we're actors, dude, like we need to have a game plan. He goes, no. So it was something along those lines.
You're an actor.
He goes, I'm Joker.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of it I heard is him just like you put the makeup on and you let him do his thing, which is just wild. But not enough. I think we all are. I am the villain of the story, Lex Luthor via Smallville.
Yeah. And just accepted it.
Yeah. So, but also I think that's why I like Venom so much, because Venom was another hero who Brock gets screwed over by Peter Parker, Venom gets screwed over by Spider-Man, and then these two guys find each other, and their like hatred for Spider-Man and Peter make a perfect symbiotic relationship, and all they want to do is just kill Spider-Man, and I get you can't do that in the comics without making him a full bad guy. You can get close to it, but you can't go full on, murderous villain, and not have a solo film in the future, So
yeah,
I get it. But you can still have fun with it. All right.
Yeah, it's time.
I'm good. Yeah. Oh, it's way past time. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, shout out to all the super chatters, man. Thank you guys so much. Who was that? It was Danny Road to Wisdom, Travis, and Silhouetted, animator. So yeah, thank you guys so much for the super chats, man. I mean, it really does mean a lot to us. It helps us out so much. But yeah, we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. Just being a subscriber of the channel, checking out our videos, and that helps us out a lot as well. So I appreciate all you guys coming in, all our members. Mama Bear, appreciate you coming in, managing
all you guys
chat.
that share. When I go on Twitter and I see all of our stuff being shared, just want to say thank you to that too. It's really so cool, and you guys are
thank you so much,
really awesome. And I mean, just can't tell you enough how looking at my phone and seeing things going through, and that's just so awesome. You guys are great.
Yeah, really are. But we appreciate all you guys. Let Mama naps.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Check us out on Thursday. We're gonna talk about Agatha. Hopefully another movie review. We still got Mr. Crockett that's hopefully coming piece by piece, and then Conclave is the movie I want to see. So we'll try to do those either.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah, nice. We'll try to get those out pretty soon though, because whether it be live or pre-recorded it. But yeah, we'll get those out with you guys. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys.
I will be dressed up. Brandman, you will be dressed up Thursday, at least the beginning. Oh, he's gonna decide.
I think you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I could do that.
Awesome.
I'll be Dipper from Gravity Falls.
It can't be the same thing every week. Oh my god!
I don't have a vest on. I was gonna vest. All right, let's get out of here. Appreciate you guys. Happy Halloween. Hope you guys all have fun at Halloween, and we will see you guys Halloween night. Everyone's eating candy. That's gonna be a good night. But
Lots of
cool.
candy.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Hey, I'm giving out full-size candy bars. Come by the house.
I am,
Let's go.
yeah. I'm going over there. Brian lives in the rich neighborhood. He's in that good neighborhood. You park at the end of the block and you just walk up and down.
Yeah, like, did I just see you with a mustache on?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. All right, let's get out. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Later.
See you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're out here.